Hello? Okay, so my audio is okay. Welcome back to Snoot Game. I mean, not Snoot. Why the fuck did I say Snoot Game? Sorry, I was just watching like Snoot Game videos like just now, so I think that's why. Welcome back to Wani. Let's continue where we last left off. I trudged back up the stairs to the art class and find Olivia inside, just as Damien said. I'll be ready to come home soon, Damien. Can you just please leave me alone? Oh, sorry. I'll leave if I'm bothering you. Anon? Hey, Damien asked to check up on you. I can get lost if you need privacy. No, that's alright. I take a seat a few feet away from her easel. Sorry, just need to take a load off. I'm beat after what Solly's been putting me through. She scoffs playfully. You need it? I suppose a lanklet like me does. I'm sure your arms get plenty of exercise. You'd be surprised how strong a wheelchair can get you. This one time me and Damien went to these calisthenic bars at the park. I lifted myself up onto the parallel bars and started doing dips for fun. How many did you do? No, lost count up to 30. And suddenly I feel a whole lot weaker. Fuck me. I got a ways to go. For what? Trying out for the wrestle team? No, I'm going to join the army. You are? Yeah, I thought I mentioned that, or maybe I only mentioned that to Liz. No, I remembered something like that. I'm taken aback at her proclamation that she would have remembered if I had said that, like it had been a big deal to her. Why do you want to join? Oh no, but my dad says either that or college when the lease is up. It's something to plan for, but for now at least. My DA's in the Air Force. Oh, wait, was that Olivia? My DA, my, my dad's in the Air Force. Oh, yeah? How long has been? How long? How long's he been in? Since I was a baby. He's on a contract with the DoD. Sounds like a real badass. He is. It's because of him that I've got my love for heavy metal. I thought I was the only one who appreciated music before the 90s. I mean, other than Liz. What kind of music do you like? I love boomer rock, mainly Red Zeppelin, The Morrisons, Rush, Steely Fran. Those are good. I've been listening to a lot of Stan Helen and Remy Cigar lately. Okay. Or sometimes I'll listen to whatever hipster shit is on the community radio station. It's surprising what kind of stuff you can find on stations like that. I tend not to listen to the radio. It's all the same 10 songs and repeat. Liz has this one station on that plays 80s new wave music. Really? I didn't know she liked that kind of music. Thought you would've. You're friends for longer than I have. She looks down, an expression of regret in her eyes. I hardly talk to her. I hardly talk to anybody. Why not? Same reason as you. I just want to be left alone and not to have to deal with people's bullshit. Sure, but I escaped my old school so I could hopefully go unnoticed. You've been here the whole time. I went to a school full of dinos hoping to go unnoticed. Not like I had a choice. It's where my old man stuck me. At least you could get away. I'm stuck here till I graduate. Sounds like we're both in the same boat then. She looks down at her lap, a look on her face like sadness and frustration rolled into one. Why the army? No. I guess I could join the navy. I've been making nautical jokes to myself lately. Okay, but why the military? Why not college? Didn't you say that was a choice? I sigh in frustration, much as I couldn't wait to get the rest of senior year over and done with. Another part of me still worried for the future. At times, it felt like an invisible wall pushing me forward against my will. I'm not like you. What do you mean? I mean, I'm not special or talented, but the only thing I'm good at is being a smartass. And even though it's an unrecognized talent, and I'm only calling it a talent to myself to make myself feel better, I haven't got any special skills or hobbies. The only thing I have to offer the world is able and probably expendable body. So fuck it. Why not the military? At least you know what you want to do with your life. You really think I'm special and talented? What's with this false modesty? I know you are. I seen a dreamscape up in the gala. It's beautiful. And yet I wish I'd never fucking painted it. It takes me a moment to think through what she just said, and I still have a hard time believing it. Why? Again, she looks at me with the same look of helpless desperation, as though caught in a trap and unable to free herself. Do you have any idea what it's like to feel your whole life is defined just by one thing you did in the past? That's pretty much exactly how I felt for the past month or so. Or try 4 years. I would gladly give up this special talent if I could just walk around like you. Who gives a shit if I have strong arms? They're only good for painting and wheeling my ass around. I didn't think she was this bad, but there's gotta be something I can say to make her feel better. You say that, and yet people out there who would gladly trade their legs just for what you have. Would you? I struggled to come up with an answer for so long that it abundantly clears that is abundantly clear to us both that I'm bullshitting her. Guess not. Well, there you go. Still, it's something. How many people remember some nameless grunt? But you have a rare gift. Anon, for fuck's sakes, I've heard it all before. I don't need you to tell me how damn good my paintings are or how special I am. Fuck me. I'm dumb. Even I didn't mean special in the euphemistic way. It was still way too close to the heart of the matter. I know already what my future is because I may as well be heading towards it on rails. I would love to have your problems. I would love to not know what I was going to do after I graduate. Suddenly, my own problems didn't seem so bad. I begged to be allowed to run away to start fresh, only so I could continue to feel bad about myself, shut in my apartment and hoping to ride it out. Olivia didn't see the luxury. I'm sorry. Don't apologize either. I'm sick of hearing apologies too. I'm not holding your ignorance against you. I'm just so frustrated. I guess Inko would have understood better. She winces on hearing that name. No, he didn't. He's always so sweet to me, but he didn't understand me any better than you. But I didn't understand him either. I thought he was vain and shallow. I'm ashamed I even thought that of him. I've seen his painting too. What did you think of it? Well, this is the honest to Raptor Jesus truth. I think he's a better painter than you. Her eyes widened as though hearing praise from someone else were better news than any praise I had for her. That's... Oh god, Olivia, at least tell him. Really? Absolutely. I can see why you miss him. Her elation was short-lived. Now she's back to looking mobile. Only now she looks like she's on the verge of breaking down completely. I do miss him. He never even got to see the result of the art contest. So he never even knew he won. It was almost like a posthumous award, and I hope for both their sakes that wouldn't be the case in the end. I searched for something comforting to tell her, like, don't worry, I'm sure he'll come out of his coma soon. But it sounds like bullshit even to me. She sniffs back tears and wipes her nose with her sleeve. You know, He was also a skilled photographer. Ah, speaking of which, maybe I would have taken photography after all. I'm not really getting this whole painting thing. Meh, you're getting better, a little better. And it would have been boring without you. I gotta admit, it is fun having another week to talk about anime with, even if she is grouchy and prone to whipping me with her tail at the slightest annoyance. She giggles and it sounds surprisingly girly compared to her normal cadence. Thanks. You're not so bad yourself, lover boy. She hasn't called me that in a while. It's enough to trigger the alarms for just a bit. I guess I should get going. Stop bothering you. It, you're not bothering me. What about Damien? What about him? I'm surprised by her callousness in her voice. Can't but feel offended for him. Why do you open up to a guy you hardly know but not someone who's essentially your family? Look, I love him my own way, but I get sick of his constant happy attitude. It's like he expects everyone around to share in his happiness. I never got that impression from him, at least until he talked to me just before and vented his frustrations. He always seemed pretty genuine to me, but then I didn't know him as well. Guess there really was tension between them. And I'm sick of feeling like I'm obligated to be happy for his family. Yeah, I know they take care of me, but that doesn't mean. I mean, it's just. Why fucking bother? It's not like I'm going to be with them forever. I was probably the last person who should have been giving her advice or judging her for her attitude towards the pains. But just based on what I knew from Liz, Olivia was coming off as ungrateful. There's not, there's nothing coming to me to say to her that doesn't sound sappy or like I'm speaking from ignorance. If anything, part of me agrees with her, and knowing I do makes me question my own attitude towards my family. What the hell is this grammar? That's how I feel sometimes. Is that why you want to join the army? Could be one reason, yeah. I already feel disconnected with my family. So, would you ever visit them if you had a chance to come home for a while? I suppose I would, if only to let them know how I'm doing. My dad is hardly ever home. I used to look forward to seeing him again all the time, but lately I'm just thinking, why bother? He'll just leave again and continue making the pains babysit me. So that was it. I can tell they're getting sick of me. It's unspoken, but I swear I can feel it. That's why I thought if I kept to myself, it would be better for both of us. Then you'll move on and into college dorm when you're graduated? I guess scholarship at an art school is my only hope. Only. I can't paint anymore. Why? What's wrong? I just haven't felt motivation since Latican died. Oh fuck yeah, cause Inko wasn't there too. Oh shit. She looks to a picture on the wall. So it's of the former art and photography teacher. His suave-looking parasol dressed like he's cosplaying as gangster in a Marty Scorsese movie. He's sporting a warm grin and gazing back with sympathetic red eyes. I just can't paint at home. I'm not even sure why. It used to feel like my sanctuary, but things have been different lately. So I tried painting here and I just can't. It hurts knowing he used to be in this room, teaching us, teaching me. She reaches for the picture on the wall, but then stops when her hand is fully outstretched. She lowers her arms, looking down as though embarrassed to be seen and unconsciously expressing a will that could never be fulfilled. What's the point? Everyone leaves me eventually. My dad, Ingo, Latican. She looked back up at me slowly, her eyes saying the next words that never leaves her lips. You. My mind wanders back to the picture of her at the formal, and a twitch in my face betrays the feeling I'm trying so hard to keep bottled in. I'm sorry. I wish I knew how to help you. Maybe there's one way you can help me. How? How can a talentless nobody like me help you? Sit your ass back down and I'll show you. She wasn't suggesting. She tears away the half-finished canvas and I know she is. Sit. I do as she says, taking the same chair as before and folding my arms awkwardly. So, how should I sit? The pose there is fine. Now hold it. She takes a deep breath. She begins painting, a gentle smile on her face as though the act was enough to calm her. I do my best to sit as still as I can, telling myself it's for her. If she could paint portraits like Deep Dreamscape, then Raptor Jesus knew I could, at the very least, sit my ass still for a little while. Only my eyes move. At first locked on her face, then her brush strokes, then the rest of her. Eventually I start to get bored of looking at her, so my eyes begin to dart around the room. I keep having to repress the urge to reach for my phone. All the sitting and waiting and I could have been browsing a forum. So I let my thoughts wander instead while still keeping enough mental energy on the task of remaining still. It seemed hard to believe that Inko could have been smart and talented enough to be on Olivia's skill level while also being dumb enough to overdose on lean, let alone drink it in the first place. Still, it wasn't like I was above doing dumbass shit either. Other than that, he was a bald human like me. I didn't even know what he looked like. Maybe I had inadvertently built him in my head into some mythical figure, only to be disappointed that this uh, enigma could be as stupid as anyone else. My thoughts are interrupted by a bitch of an itch on my nose. Anon, stop scrunching your damn face. Can't help it. Nose itch. What nose? The one that fucking itches? Ignore it. I'm fucking trying. She continues painting, but she's eyeing me like I had just insulted Gundam again. For fuck's sake, just scratch your damn face already. My hands shoot up to my face and my nails slay the annoying fucker of an itch happily planted on my nose. For good measure, I vigorously rub the rest of my face. Are you done? Yeah, how's this? Is this how I was before? Close enough. She smiles again and I have to admit that she looks pretty cute when she's not glowering or staring with stoic indifference. I swear I can even see something playful in her eyes. Something innocent. I recall before when she said her father had been in the Air Force since she was a baby. She had referred to herself as a baby without a shred of self-consciousness. I imagine a younger Olivia and Damien playing together as children in feety pajamas, innocent and ignorant of how fucking awful the world could be. Somewhere between then and now, things had changed and a rift was forming between them. It's enough to make me feel sorry for them. Her eyes widened as though she lost herself in the process. It was as though for a moment she'd forgotten she was a cripple or that she loved had left her one way or another. And for the first time I can understand how and why she paints. It wasn't for personal glory or to lord it over everyone else, or even to one day do it as a job to pay the bills. It was for this. Something that couldn't be expressed in words. In spite of how stiff I was becoming, part of me wanted this moment to finished. Oh, can I see? Sure. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is beautiful. Shit. I'm at a loss for words. Yeah, I had been so worried about how I looked sitting there awkwardly, my arms folded like some fidgety spurk who didn't know what to do with his hands. Yet somehow, she managed to draw me with a certain dignity I didn't feel worthy of. I was flattering. I noticed then that I had been silent long enough to make her nervous. She gazes up at me awaiting my appraisal. It's great. You actually managed to make this mug of mine look not half bad. It's still not finished. I'll put the finishing touches on it later. Still, it's one of the nicest things anyone has done for me. I should be thanking you. I actually had fun painting you. So, you think you got your groove back? Think so. Yes, yes. Only, if you look back at the picture of Latican, it still hurts to see him there. Not because it reminds me of him, but because it feels like he's watching and judging me. Why would you feel like he's judging you? I was always venting to him about my bullshit problems, and he would tell me to get over it and take charge of my own life. I thought he saw the best in everyone. He did. He saw something special in me. He saw. He also saw a self-sabotaging crybaby always throwing herself pity party, and he wasn't going to give me a word of false comfort. He wanted me to be happy and succeed. He really did. And that's why I feel like a failure. You looked happy a moment ago when you were painting me. That's only because your face was obscuring Latican for a moment. Well, maybe he was right then. It's not just that. It's just that. Oh, that was. Oh yeah, that was Anon talking. It's things about me you don't know. I'm actually a pretty terrible, selfish person. Why? Once more, she looks as though she's struggling to get it all out, but there's something holding her back. Just take my word for it. I'm an awful person who takes advantage of others. Whatever you thought of me for the first day we met and I hurt your foot, it's all true and more. And here I thought maybe we had a big breakthrough. Helping her out was going to take some more effort than just sitting and hoping for self-correction. I stand before the picture of the petrol store and stare him down. He gazes back with a smug confidence that is almost infuriating. He was a smart, talented, charismatic professional blessed with a wide skill set and lucky enough to die young so everyone could remember him in his prime. Some guy had all the fucking luck. And now here he was tormenting Olivia with his presence from beyond the grave. It's enough to make me consider taking the damn picture off the wall. I scanned the room, looking at cameras. There's none. Even if I did steal it, that would be pretty obvious to the staff that was taken, and there were only two possible culprits. Then I considered swapping it. Even if I couldn't take the damn thing, I could at least stick it at a corner of the room where Olivia wouldn't have to make eye contact with it. As long as the picture itself was still in the room, who was going to notice or care? They just say they remember it being somewhere else, then conclude their memory was playing tricks on them, and even if they didn't, why bother moving it again? Oh shit. Oh shit, this is like... Move the picture. Spotting a suitable place in the corner of the classroom behind where Olivia and I sat, I decide that's where the most ideal place. I take the picture off the wall. What are you doing? Nothing, I'm just swapping this picture with another over there. Why? Just thought, since you felt Latican was looking at you, you might have an easier time if he was somewhere you couldn't see him normally. Sometimes the only way to move beyond the past is to try and forget it. And even if you can't forget it completely, well, out of sight and out of mind, it seemed to have been working for me at least. Hold on, I got a message. Okay, if you say so. I take the picture of Latican to the corner far enough away from Olivia's sideline, then swap it with the picture already there. I put the replacement in the spot where Latican once sat, looking at Olivia from his perch. There, now you don't have to feel bothered by him. Do you think you'll be able to concentrate better now? I think so. Maybe you're right. Out of sight, out of mind. Thank you. With Olivia's emotional needs tended to, we say goodbye to each other and go our separate ways. Still tired from the week and shoulders weighed down from my backpack, I begin to check back to Skid Row. A couple blocks from St. Hammond, I'm stopped by a voice calling me out. Yo, Skinny! Ah, shit. I could tell from the inflection that whether this shit was, it wasn't bound to be good. I turned to meet the rude fuck called me. I mean, I turned to meet the rude fuck calling me out. Why are you always tormenting me even out of the main story? The one greeting me is a red parasol dressed like a greaser in a movie set in the 50s. I half expected a rock around the clock to announce her arrival. I get one look at the mean looking tower and think once again to ancient human civilizations marking their maps with "Here be dragons." The bitch almost looked like one. Ain't, ain't seen you in a. Wait a second, you ain't Inko. Part of Inko is now played by some other bald skinny this year. Sheesh, Saint Hammond got a quota or something? Yeah, they require to have at least one token human for diversity. Cute. What's your name? Who wants to know? Me? Can't tell from a dangerous looking smile that I can only play it so tough before risking my health. I still refuse to look back down. Well, me? I'm Anon. Hey, Anon. Like the jacket. Back at ya. So what's your name? Nunya? As in none your business? You're pretty sharp, skinny. Again, she's flashing that dangerous smile that seemed to scream low impulse control. The alarms are going off in my head. Only there's not the usual ones when talked to by a femoid. I decided to try for a bit of self-deprecation. Thanks, you wouldn't know that from my grades though. Same here. What good are grades anyway? Just a way for them to judge you and make you do whatever they want. Yeah, that sums about it. Anyways, gotta get going. We're headed home? No, not home. It's a place I happen to keep my bed and all my things. She saunters closer to me. You got a real smart mouth. So where's your hole in the wall? Skin roll. Ooh, skinny territory. Sounds like fun. It's not fun for anyone, especially dinos. I like to see them try something. She falls in step beside me and the last of my tough guy facade is spent. Now I'm nervous. So, did you used to go to St. Hammond's? Yeah, at least until those fuckers kicked me out. I swallowed at the confirmation of what I had been dreading. So you're Mia then? So you've heard of me? Yeah. What did he tell you? That you were one Herbie none of the carnivores wanted to fuck with? That's right, Skinny. You ain't gotta eat meat to be at the top of the ladder. You just gotta fuck up the competition first. I merely nod my head, not knowing what to say. I don't want her to follow me home, even if she doesn't try anything. The last thing I want is for her to know where I live. So, Inko ain't out of the hospital yet? Afraid not. Still in comatose. Never even met him. Why would you even meet him, dummy? He wasn't there last year. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I didn't start attending until a couple weeks ago. So, do you know how he wound up in an extended nap? Uh, yeah, he accidentally poisoned himself. Yeah, a real Darwin Award winner there, am I right? Fucking stupid. Those are pretty much my thoughts on the matter, and knowing our opinion on him is one to make me feel self-conscious. Of course, old Croco cunt couldn't stop bawling her little baby eyes out. No Inky to protect her and change her diapers. I bite my lip. Ah man, am I making you mad, Skinny? What? Would you? What give? Would I? I didn't catch that. What give you that idea? Only the way your hand keeps hovering over your back pocket. You got a switchblade in there or something? I jerked my hand away from my rear. I wasn't even aware I was doing that, yet she observed it. I mean, skin roll is dangerous for skinnies too. Sure, but we ain't a skinner yet, so what's the danger? I got Olivia's new boyfriend. She must want to fuck human men real bad. Me, her boyfriend? Nah, not that dumb bitch rolled over my foot. the first day I went there. You're a lousy fucking actor, you know that? Not really. Her like hell. So I call her a gimp and a crippled meteor dodger. Awful strong language, and I'm sure it was a pleasure tattling on her, right? I don't rat on anyone. Especially not crippled meteor dodgers. No. So does she still cry for Inko or Latican? Sometimes, yeah. And how would you know? You been talking to her? Why would I? You tell me. She never talked to anyone except for her stepbrother. So how would you know she still cries for Inko and Latican? For that matter, how would you even know who Latican was? I mean, I heard the former art teacher dying. And you just happen to hear that Olivia still cries for him? Yes. From whom? Just around. She steps in front of me, barring my path. Around Olivia? God, can she just fuck off already? She locks eyes with me and I can see every telltale feature of crazy parasour's physio or me on her eyebrow. So how badly do you want to fuck Olivia? I don't fuck meteor dodgers. Never said you did. I ask how badly do you want to? My mind locks up. She has me right on her sides, hypnotized. There's nothing else I can say to get out of this. All I can do is wait and hope for her to lose interest. Even if I mistook you for someone else, I still saw you exit the school with Olivia from a distance. How do you think she responds to hearing you call her a dumb bitch? It was almost as bad as that day. Why couldn't I just be left the hell alone? Oh, what's the matter? You use your balls. What happened to the tough guy I met a moment ago? I don't want any trouble. What the fuck? There was no time to react to the set of pink knuckles speeding their way to my face. All I could do was take the hit. Sharp pain explodes from the point of impact and the world goes black. I don't recall landing on the ground when I opened my eyes and feel concrete beneath me. If you didn't want any trouble, then you shouldn't have mouthed off to me, little prick. I do my best to put up my chill guy facade as though I got punched every day. Point taken. Let this be a warning to you. I'll leave you alone for now. Oh, if you happen to see Ben, tell him I said hi. Will do. Finally. I'll get my phone out when I'm sure she's far enough away and text Damien. I just ran into Mia. She's as much good for crazy fucking psychos you said. Oh shit, are you okay? I'll be fine. Listen, she was watching me as I left school and followed me. You should escort Olivia home from now on. Protect her from that crazy bitch. I will. Thanks for the heads up. With that taken care of, I made my way home, accompanied by a dull throbbing in my right cheek. Fortunately, I have enough allowance left over to buy a bag of frozen corn. I keep it pressed against my cheek for the rest of the way back. Guess I was having corn nuggets for dinner. Corn nuggets ain't that bad. Saturday, the 27th of January. After my run-in with Mia, I had become very paranoid since. God damn it. I've been very paranoid since last Friday. I got into the habit of always looking over my shoulder when walking to and from school or anywhere really. So far, I hadn't seen her again, but that didn't stop me from having a nightmare in which she was chasing me home. I can only imagine how terrified Olivia must have felt shut in her elevator. I frequently text Damien for status updates now. He was walking Olivia home every day, much to her annoyance, but I felt better knowing she had an escort, even if she might have resented the idea. I had since added Olivia to my list of contacts and we texted each other often. Her text usually came with doodles of some kind. One of her doodles showed a Gundam, the Epion destroying one of the battle cruisers from Legend of the Galactic Heroes. She still hasn't forgiven me for saying that the latter was better than the former. Hold on, wait. Epion. Wait, which one is that again? Epion. Gundam. Epion. dude, it's the fucking Gundam that's like has like a whip. What's that? Hell, kind of looks like a dragon. She didn't even see in LTG, Lot GH. But then again, I hadn't watched all of Gundam either. Speaking of context, I also had Lunara and Kiara in my list. Raptor Jesus only knew why. My phone buzzes with notification from Lunara. I pause the game I'm playing on the original Xbox and set down the Duke. Hey, you ready for our trip to the mall? I shake my head and blink. What trip to the mall? The fuck was she talking about? I try to play it cool. Oh, is that today? Yeah, we're totally talking about it yesterday in class. Fuck my life, that's what I get for tuning her out and just nodding and saying, yeah, sure. Sorry, I thought you said Sunday. No, today is Shimmering Palms at noon. God damn it, that was about an hour away on foot, and it was 11:30. I couldn't think of a good excuse to get out of this either. Could you guys pick me up? I don't have a ride. Sure thing. Yeah, with Buster right now in his car, just text me the address. I sent her my address. I never mentioned before where I live. Now I was worried they judged me for living in Skin Row. But what the fuck would I care if they? Why the fuck would I care if they care I live in Skin Row? Maybe knowing I lived in the slum will finally make them lose interest in me. Something told me that was too much to hope for. Sure enough. Okay, we'll be there in 10 minutes. Be ready. Damn it, now I was committed. That was a day of gaming and shitposting ruined. A few minutes later, Lunara texts me saying they were almost at my place. I leave my apartment and wait outside. A minute later, and a flashy looking car with spoiler pulls up to the curb. Oh shit, I spelled my laptop. On the sides are flaming decals that say Buster Wolf. The car is being driven by an obese ankylosaur who looked as though he doesn't bathe often, and he was Kiara's boyfriend. Oh fuck, I guess just about anybody could get a girlfriend with enough effort. The driver, Buster, this horn impatiently. Get in already! I don't want to hang around this shithole for too long. Hey, this shithole my home. I slide into the back seat. Kiara is sitting shotgun. Hey, Anon! Oh, that's Kiara, not Luna. Lunara is sitting behind Buster, and now I'm sitting next to her. Hi, Anon. No sooner than the door shut, Buster speeds away with the force of a rocket shuttle burning liftoff. I experienced 10 times Earth gravity for a brief moment that I managed to get my seatbelt on. The Raptor girl is beaming at me with those raccoon eyes. She's wearing more makeup today than usual and she smells like powder. I can't tell if it's her deodorant or some perfume. Either way, her flowery scent is overpowering to my nostrils. Worse still is that it's mingling with the BO smell in Buster's car, creating a discordant miasma that hurts my olfactories. There's something about the way she's looking at me. So, hey, how are you today? Fine, I guess. She seems awkward and fidgety and she's blushing. No. It didn't hit me. Kiara was with her boyfriend Buster, and I was in the back seat with the raptor chick who had been eyeballing me since day one. My standards, they ain't that high. But let me assure you this. I don't like you, despite you liking me. I only like Olivia. Bada bing, bada boom, okay? So, they better not give me a choice saying that whether I want Olivia or I want Lunara, okay? Olivia is always the number one. Along with Mia and Fang. Was this? No, it couldn't be. And there were the alarms. I was on a double date. The ride over had been awkward and full of dull small talk. Now we are at Shimmering Palm, standing in the parking lot, and Lunara is looking at me expectantly. So, where would you like to go first, Anon? Home. How about the arcade? It's newly built and got a bunch of the classics. Lunara rolls her eyes as though she thought gaming was ridiculous. There'll be time for that later, Buster baby. Let's browse a little first. I guess we can just browse first. You a gamer? I am. Fighting games? Yeah, I used to play fighting games at my local arcade all the time. Buster gives me the smuggest, cockiest grin. Then we'll have to play later so you can get busted. Yes, later. I wanted to look at the bookstore first. Lunara's acting impatient. Not that I care. I swear God, we better not meet fucking Olivia here. I swear. If Olivia pops up here and she sees us with her, right, it's gonna be like the worst fucking moments of history. Let's go. I begin to follow along reluctantly, but stop for a moment to look at the rest of Buster's car. The custom license plates say, "Are you okay?" And there's a bumper sticker that says, "My other car is the Millennium Falcon." Oh no, this is the same mall. This is the same mall. The mall is about as crowded as one could expect on a Saturday. Diners are milling about, many are about our age or a little older. We go to Ferns and Nobles first to browse the books. I think in like real life it's called Barnes and Nobles. Lunara heads to the history section while Kiara and Buster looks at the magazines. I scan an owl from the manga section practically on instinct, but when Lunara turns and looks at me expectantly, I follow along. I probably wouldn't do a review of my weebiness in front of her anyway. Or maybe it would. Would she find the anime and manga a huge turn-off and cool on me? Or would she have an interest in anime too, only to insist I marathon something shitty with her? At least Olivia has good taste. We make yet more small talk and I at least know enough about Roman history to impress her a little, even if mainly about military and political ranks and whatever else I had learned from playing New Vegas. Jesus fuck, Caesar's Legion. Oh. Well, it's true what they say. All men are interested in ancient Rome. Why is that? I don't know how to explain the female fascination with one of the manliest conquering empires in existence without sounding like a spurk or a larper. So I just shrug my shoulders. I don't know. Because of how much it's influenced future societies. That's true. In some ways, we're living in a continuation of Rome. She finds a book on the Novgorod Republic. Then we find Buster and Kiara and leave. Oh no, it's the cafeteria. No. We browse some more stores, then take a break. About 45 minutes has passed, but it's already felt like an eternity. We find a table near a pretzel place and get some pretzel bites. At least Lunara wasn't expecting me to buy her anything, so maybe it wasn't a complete date. Still, the alarms would not shut up. Yet more small talk, and I'm trying to feign interest in what Lunara is saying. Yep, cool. He turns to Kara and to engage her in a conversation for a bit. Thank fuck. I look in the other direction, pulling my phone on reflex. Maybe I could browse a forum for a bit. Then I see Olivia, Damien, and Liz all 30 feet away standing in the ticket queue for the movie theater. Damien's pushing Olivia, and it's the first time I've ever seen someone with their hands on a chair. He looks excited for a movie they're in line to see, but Olivia looks her usual indifferent self. Must have felt awkward being a tag along for what may as well have been a date between Damien and Liz. I shoot her a text. Hey, over by the pretzels. She withdraws her phone from her hoodie pockets. The green and purple people eater looks my way and we make eye contact. She smiles and I'm surprised when I feel something in my chest that's like a somersault. I like it when she smiles too. Look at that smile. Look at that smile, chat. She begins texting while Damien is pushing her. Hey, Loverboy, on a double date with Dumb and Dumber? Hardly. It's more like I got dragged along against my will. You're chaperoning Damien and Liz? No, I'm here against my will. Damien really wants to see this new superhero movie, but I lost interest in that shit a while ago. Same, it's all snarky millennial writing and dumb plots. So how'd you end up going? Randy practically forced me. Said it'd be good for me to get out of the house. How come Vinny's not with you guys? Because he hates movies. He doesn't have the attention span for anything longer than 5 minutes. Sounds like he's got the brain rot. You don't want to talk. You old humans only have 1/5 of the attention span of dinos on average. I call bullshit. Oh, so it's okay for you to bring up statistics about parasaurs and other dinos, but I care about humans? You know that baryonyxes have far less impulse control than humans, right? That's why you are overrepresented in violent crime statistic. I can see the filthy look she's giving me even from here. She shoots me a tag of her pet rat guts curb stomping some helpless skinny, probably me. You're only proving a point. So how's the living black and white cartoon talk you into going into the mall with her on your totally not double date? My fault for tuning her out in science class when she was talking about going to the mall. Didn't know I was agreeing to this. Thank you for proving my point, Dort. Pay attention next time instead of fantasizing about the most shit. I know you masturbate too. Enjoy a keep shit movie. Tell me if anyone says, well, that just happened. Fuck you. Enjoy your date with the bimbo. Okay, Anon? I'm sorry, what? I said I need to use the bathroom, then me and Kiara were going to use that photo booth. Oh yeah, sure thing. I need to use the bathroom too. The two leave me and the dino neck beard together to share an awkward silence. Then I get a text. Now's your chance to ditch them and come watch this shitty movie with me. My heart jumps to my throat at the prospect of doing so. Not only was it like making a jailbreak with another girl wanting my company, and it was a fellow shitposting weeb. How did I go from being unlucky with the opposite sex to having the attention of two? Maybe it was extra season for both raptors and baryonyxes. The idea of ditching was tempting, even if it did mean sitting through some shitty formulaic comic book movie. At least I could be sitting next to her. And Ratsuchi is almighty. Why was I thinking that making my chest do the conga? Since she was just a friend with similar interests, who frequently made fun of me, that's all. On the other hand, I recall a much younger Anon hanging out with friends, or at least I had thought they were my friends, until they ditched me. I still remember how alone and dejected I felt. Could I really do that to someone else, even if it was Lunara? Chad, I said so many times. No matter what the choices is, I'm going with my main girl. What did it matter if I ditched her? She still had Kiara and Buster for company. And I didn't even want to be here in the first place, and if I had to be here, I would rather been with friends that I liked. Sounds good. Be over in a sec. Yo, something just came up. Gotta leave. The Ankylosaurus does a disappointed groan. Seriously, but we haven't gone to the arcade yet. Sorry, can't be helped. I have to leave ASAP. Cover me for ya. Will ya? Tell her I have to leave because of an emergency. He rolls his eyes. Fine, whatever. Olivia's already smiling in anticipation when I get to her side. Hey guys, what's up? Anon! Yo, what are you doing here? I just happened to be here today and I saw you guys. Mind if I tag along? Nah bro, the more the merrier. Damien, do you mind letting Anon switch places with you? Not at all. Olivia takes off her purple hoodie and hands it to me with a murmur. Here, put this on before they see you. The alarms return as quickly as I slip the hoodie over my head, the scent thick on it. What you doing that for? I'm just having fun. Oh cool, wanna trade shirts with me? How about later? With my cute ball of a head cover, I proceed to push Olivia along. She's smiling up at me, a mischievous glint to her eyes. My breathing quickens both from the look she's giving me and from having made a clean break from the others. I purchase a ticket of my own, then Olivia gets sodas for both of us. Grateful for the free drink, I wet my throat dry from nervousness. Then hand the soda back to her. We make our way to the movies, my hands on her handlebars. I sit next to Olivia in the handicap section. Damien is sitting next to Liz in an area reserved for Brachiosaurus. Olivia smiles at me, grateful for my presence. We chat about what superhero movies we've seen, and when we started to lose interest in them to focus more on anime, I learned once how just how similar our tastes our our tastes are, and begin to think maybe this won't be so bad. Oh god, it's like some. Hello, Man Joe. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having fun. I hope you're having fun today. Oh, I hope you're doing okay. That's what I was supposed to say. Then the lights go out and the trailers begin. The 20-minute for ads for CGI filled blockbusters that all look the same. It only served to remind me of why I was preferring older movies as I got older myself. This kind of true nowadays if you look at like movies like Marvel and Disney, but not like good. Like there's some actual good movies and there's like bad movies, and yeah, I blame the writing. The movie begins and it feels no different than the ads we just saw. It's just another stock standard hero flick and neither Olivia and I can follow along completely, both out of ignorance or of the other movies in the series and just sheer boredom. Fuck my life, I'd rather be at home. Can't even talk to Olivia with speakers blaring in our ears with the sound of explosions and badly written dialogue. Even when the credits roll, Damien and Liz are still sitting down so they can see a teaser for another movie. Olivia and I leave instead of waiting and wait for them outside. Oh, do we see? Oh no. Thank fuck that was over. Refugees, that was boring. I know. Can't understand how Damien likes that kind of crap. But Liz too? Maybe she likes the stuff, or maybe she just likes being with him. I'm glad you were at least there to keep me company. Anon! Oh fuck. What are you doing here? Oh god, this is so fucking awkward. No. Whoever made this mod, why are you doing this? Shit. Oh, okay. Okay, no, let's do this. Let's do this. Ah. Ah. Bro. Whoever is still making Iwani mods in the future, right? Please do not put fucking Lunara or Mia inside. I really cannot stand them anymore. Ah. Alright, let's continue. So, fuck's my model doing? What are you doing here? But it say to leave because of an emergency. Yeah. And I came back. So what was the emergency? I can't think of a You had 2 hours of sitting through that shitty movie. You couldn't think of to come up with a good excuse for this contingency. I had an overdue library book. So what? You just walked all the way back to Skin Road and walked to the library, then back here all in 2 hours. I took a cab. So you rather pay a cab than a late fee. I didn't want to lose my library card. It's super strict library. If you'd rather be with her, then just say so. My raptor science partner storms off looking hurt and humiliated, and my face burns like it's too close to a radiator. Damn, that was kind of fucked up what I did. Olivia snorts. Okay, she's a dumb bimbo anyway. I couldn't even agree with her. I felt ashamed for her saying and thinking that, and that only compounds my sense of shame. Anon, if you were there during the whole of Iwani, right? Trust me, you would hate all 3 of them with a burning passion. I had ridden with Liz plenty of times by now, but never with anybody else with us, let alone in the back seat. Let alone in the back seat next to Olivia. I always loved this shot of her. Once we're in the car, she is much more subdued than before. I recall riding in the back seat with my parents being a tense affair at times. Something about being cramped together in a small space while dealing with the stress of fighting traffic created an environment not conducive to peaceful conversation. They always had the worst fights in the car. It was enough to create a pavilion response for me anytime I got into the back seat of any car, and today was no different. There are alarms going off in my head, and they're telling me there's a mountain of tensions between Damien and Olivia. Yo, Anon, have you ever seen White Skull? No, I haven't. I'm not into superhero movies. Oh, well, I would still recommend it. It's a good story, easy to follow. I couldn't even follow the movie we just saw. The plot makes no sense. Oh, that's Olivia. Never mind. Well, I mean, you kind of have to been following the storylines of other movies in the series. That's just Marvel. Exactly. The only way you can make heads or tails their best backwards plots is to sink enough time into watching all of them. Who has the time for that? Now sound more like Damien without than Olivia. I'm trying to do like her voice. Damien sighed angrily. And how is that different from your animes? Much as I hated to admit that Damien had a point. Finally, Olivia answers. The difference is that my anime is quality that smart people appreciate, and your shitty CGI Aladdin slopless murder is dumbed down garbage for normies. You know what, Olivia? What? I just gonna chalk up your nasty attitude lately as being the product of all the crap you had to put up with last year, and for that, I forgive you. 'Cause how is Damien afraid of her? Like, I still wonder why. Olivia murmurs angrily. I don't need your forgiveness or anything. What was that? Damien, please. Liz's voice is soft as she places her hand on his shoulder. He's breathing heavily, wordlessly telling the rest of the car he's not to be challenged or contradicted at the moment. I sit awkwardly in the uncomfortable silence. I hear a sniffing sound. I look to Olivia, whose face is scrunched up in misery. Her eyes dart to Liz, hand on Damien's shoulder, and she grits her teeth in resentment. Swallowing my nervousness, I move my hand towards Olivia. The effort of moving it to the short distance felt monumental. I placed it gently on top of her own soft green hand. Her eyes widen in shock and lock with mine. There's an instant where I think she would jerk her hand away in anger or disgust. She just smiles instead. A sad smile. Her palm turns upwards under my hand and our fingers curl. I ignore the alarms raging in my head, thinking to myself, it's for her. Perhaps it was because she couldn't understand the awkward silence anymore. Liz turns on the radio to her favorite station. The radio begins playing There Is a Light That Never Goes Out. Liz takes me all the way to my place this time. When she pulls up, Damien turns in his seat and holds his right hand out for a fist bump. For being such an innocuous action, I noticed he's going out of his way to avoid making eye contact with Olivia. See you around, Anon. Bump his fist with my own. Yeah, see you at school. Bye. Bye, Anon. Have a pleasant evening. Yeah, you too. Thanks for all the rides, Liz. Olivia doesn't say anything, but she doesn't want to let go of my hand either. She and I had held hands all the way back to my place, and now she was gazing at me, desperation in her eyes. I tried to make my voice sound as gentle and reassuring as possible. I'll see you on Monday. I open the passenger door and she lets go reluctantly. By the time I'm shutting the door gently behind her, she's already looking out of her window, her face pulled down in a frown that tugged at my heart. Liz drives off. Today felt like such a fucking waste. If it had been up to me, I would have stayed home gaming and shitposting. Instead, I was practically dragged to the mall to waste my time. And worse still, what I thought was a welcome egress from being with those two chicks and Tubby turned out to be 2 hours of visual and auditory torture. Even being with Olivia did that. Even being with Olivia did help did little to help. Though, then just to really cement the day as a shitty one, there was how hurt Lunara had looked, which only made me feel like shit to the point I resented her for ever seeing someone in me in the first place. I plopped my ass down on my bed and cradled my head in my hand, feeling the weight of both my guilt and frustration weigh upon me. I finally got what I wanted. Lunara stopped giving a shit about me, acknowledging it makes me feel cold and empty. As annoying as she was, she had been nice to me from day one, and now I had to look forward to the rest of the year with her probably disliking me now. Double fuck my life. I get a text from Olivia. There's an unflattering doodle of Lunara screaming at me while Olivia snickering. I can't even laugh at it. It just felt too cruel. At least I got to see one entertaining thing today. It wasn't entertaining for me. It just felt like an ass. Who cares? I thought you didn't like the dumb bimbo anyway. That was still a dick move though, and now I really wish I hadn't ditched her. You'll get over it. Trust me. If you hadn't ditched her, then I would have been alone in the handicapped section with while Damien washed his garbage with Liz keeping him company. I wish Randy would have let me stay home and be myself. I feel a twinge of betrayal when she says that. If I had stayed home, then we wouldn't have held hands in the car. I had done it to comfort her, but it surprised me how much I enjoyed holding her hand. I'm sorry you had to fight with Damien. I'm sorry that idiot agreed with Randy and dragged me out of my room. I swear it's like they're both conspiring to make me miserable. You know that isn't true. I appreciate the sentiment, but don't try to sell me what I know or don't know about them. I can tell they're sick of me and I'm getting sick of them. Just write it until graduation. That's what I'm doing. What do you think I've been doing? The minute hand is on the second half of the hour, and I'm just watching it makes it makes it torturous climb upwards. That's all living feels like right now. Torture. Fuck. She was really down bad. If it makes you feel any better, that's what life feels like for me sometimes. At least you have a place of your own already. I envy you. I wish my dad would do the same for me, but apparently no one trusts me to take care of myself. Just wait until you graduate. With your talent, you'll get a juicy scholarship and a dorm room to yourself in no time. Sure. She stops texting me, and I'm free to go back to feeling bad about myself. I tried to take my mind off it with some shit posting, but my muse isn't speaking to me, so I just start gaming instead. And I'm gaming all night on a caffeine-fueled binge. I fall asleep sometime after 3 a.m. and wake up late the next day. Good thing it was Sunday, more gaming to blow through the weekend. Monday the 29th. Holy shit, how long has this game been going for? Is it like the whole story? Don't think we have to play the whole goddamn story. Cause holy shit, I got a lot more mods to play, bro. I arrive at school at the same time as Olivia and Damien. She's glowering over her shoulder at the pink gym buddy who's following along about 20 feet behind her. Her face lights up when she sees me. Hey. Hey yourself. Could you tell Damien to stop following me? Why? What's wrong? She's starting to piss me off. He's acting like I need an escort. Well, the thing about that is, her previously warm vibe towards me has now turned to disgust. Don't tell me you put him up to it. I saw Mia last week. You did? When? It was after we hung out in the art classroom and you painted my portrait. She came up to me as I was walking home. Did she do anything? She just said a lot of nasty things about you and Inko, then she clocked me in the face. The look of betrayal on her face is enough to rip my heart out of my chest. Why did you tell me? I guess I didn't want you to worry about me. But you were worried enough to tell Damien to follow me to and from school? Yes, and I can see why you all hate me up. And what makes you think I wouldn't be worried about you? You don't need to worry about me. I can take care of. Ah, fuck. I should really think before opening my dumb mouth. But I can take care of myself. Damn it! What was I supposed to say? Her face is scrunched up in anguish, tears trickling down her snout. Fuck you, Anon. She wheels past me close enough to almost make good of her offer to run over my right foot. I fucked up, Damien. Hey, it's my fault too. I didn't tell her because I didn't want her to worry. Yeah, but why? Why do we do that? Damien sighed. I don't know, man. Guess you're being overprotective or something. She really hates that stuff though. What about you? You haven't run into me again, have you? So far, no, but I've had at least one bad dream about her. Hey, you just let me know if you ever need backup, man. I still owe her one for all the shit she's put Olivia through. He takes on a very dangerous tone, one that sounded alarmingly unhinged. You ever see that Dolophosaurus acid can do to someone's face? Damien, don't ever talk about that shit. You think I want to see you go to prison for doing something stupid like that? Fuck! Sorry, man. I didn't mean it. You better not. I did see a fan comic of like ending one. I will link the artist later. I have to, because the artist is like very hard to find. But he did like an ending one, like a continuation of ending one, and Damien like kind of burned off Inko's eyes. Olivia refused to talk to me during AP art. I haven't sensed this much hostility from her since my first day at school. What I realized had become my favorite period of the day was now uncomfortably awkward. I should have figured I'd fuck up my budding relationship with a girl in what was probably record time. And was it really a relationship? It felt like one, not that I've ever had one before. Now the insides of my chest are doing pretzels with worry. What if she didn't forgive me? Pray to Jesus. Why do you have to tempt me with such things as relationships just so I could self-sabotage? I tried to consign myself to confronting the worst case scenario, but it feels as though the life is draining from me just thinking about it. As expected, science is awkward as hell. Lunara didn't even want to talk to me, and Kiara takes my usual place in the middle just so we can have a buffer. Figures I'd fuck up not one but two relationships with girls. I thought perhaps my poison pheromones had abated, but that still wasn't enough to counteract my impulse to be a jerk. Did I make the wrong choice? The last period of the day was over, thank fuck. Sorry, I'm just adjusting my chair, Jesus Christ. All I want is to go home and hope the rest of the week goes better than this. But then I'm stopped by the indigo insect. Oh, wait, hold on, what the hell's wrong with my model again? Excuse me, Anon. Can I talk to you for a moment? Internalizing my frustration, I keep my face as stoic as possible. Sure, what's up? I was wondering if I could talk to you about your trip to the mall with Lunara and Kiara. Jesus, why? What about it? Lunara was awfully hurt by it. I happened to be there that day and she told me about it. Ben, not to sound rude, but how is it any of your business? Well, she told me that you ditched her to hang out with Olivia. Again, how is it your business? Because I consider you both friends and I wanted to see if I could help. You mean like you helped Olivia at the winter formal? That could have gone better. But that's changing the subject. Look, Ben, I fucked up and did something I regret. I don't need you of all people lecturing me about it. I can certainly sympathize because I fucked up that night too, and I deeply regret about it. It's the first time I've heard Ben swear. It's surprising. Do you actually regret what you did, or just how it affected your reputation? He grapples with the question. Both. Between the two of us, what you did was worse. So why should I listen to you? Just what were you trying to do to Olivia that night anyways? Or even before when you pressured her to give a eulogy for Latican? I was trying to fix her. Like how you fixed Mia. You keep trying to secure our conversation back to me. Just how is that any of your business? Cause I met Mia last week and she gave me a real shiner. That's why. I see. So the bruise I saw you with, Mia's handiwork. I'm awfully sorry for that. Whatever. I just want you to know it's your personal affairs. Is that if your personal affairs aren't any of my business, then why are mine any of yours? He struggles to speak. I only wanted to help. Help yourself first. Maybe because you need it more than I. Now fuck off. He begins mumbling to himself. Yes, I know I need help. But there's only so much that a psychiatric help and medication can do. Oh, shit. He slinks off and finds an empty bathroom to deal with whatever that is. Fuck him. February, Saturday, 3rd. Another week down, my fourth, I think. The days were passing with such regularity that now even the weeks seemed to roll by. Olivia and I was on speaking terms again, though it took her time to open back up to me after that Monday. It had felt like a repeat of my first week, with her being somewhat indifferent on Tuesday. I need to drink some water. Jesus. Until she opened up more and more, and on Friday we were talking and joking to each other again, and even furiously texting one another after school, sharing pictures and videos. I had come to terms with the fact that I liked her, which still felt strange to admit, even to compel, even to myself. Maybe God had a sense of humor in pairing me, of all people, with a meteor dodger. But at least he chose a fellow shitposting weeb. And was that the only reason I liked her? Or was it something else? The more I asked about Inko, the more I learned he had next to nothing in common with Olivia, and or even Damien for that matter. He didn't like video games or anime or anything, and most of his opinions had come from blogs or video essays. They the they they described him. He just the way they described him, he just seemed kind of dull. That was because in because Inko's for Inko's character, the player was supposed to build him up to actually to act more of a human being than a you know than a nobody. Yeah, there must have been something about him I wasn't seeing and couldn't see until I met him in person. After all, he had painted something better than what Olivia herself had made, and he was a talented photographer as well. Meanwhile, I was still waiting to discover my talent. It's a perfect Saturday to be indoors with the curtains closed and the lights off. It's raining outside, and the pitter patter of the glass is very relaxing. My back to my bed as I sit on the floor. The game I'm playing is the only thing illuminating the mostly dark room. Apart from my game, which I have on low volume, The only sound is the clicking of buttons and the gentle beating of raindrops on my window. Then the sound of a notification breaks my trance. Can I please come over to your place? Uh-oh. First Lunara, now Olivia. All the girls in my life seem to be conspiring to rob me of my weekends. But this is Olivia we're talking about. Olivia, the girl I liked, and she was wanting to come over to my place. Oh fuck, oh fuck. Why did she want to come over? I responded with something non-committal. Hey, what's up? Can I please come to your place right now? Whoever was up with her, it was serious. My heart racing and my breath quickening. I swallow and reply, "Sure, something the matter? I just need some place to go. Please, let me stay with you." My insides bottom out. She must have been having family issues with the pains. And here my poverty-stricken ass was without a car to come pick her up. "You can stay with me. Do you want me to come get you? You'll have to ride with the metro." "I'm already on the metro. I know which stop, but I don't know how to get to your place. Please come pick me up. I don't want to go to your place alone." I will. Oh, God. God. Oh, whoever made this mod, fuck you. Fuck you. I wouldn't want her to go alone either. It's funny how I hated the idea of Damien, how she hated the idea of Damien being her escort, but now she really would need one. Escort was just a cute euphemism here. The crippled dinosaur girl really would need someone to watch her through the shit hole that was Skin Row. Don't worry, I'll be there. Thank you. Something comes over me and and it's enough to silence the alarms. Olivia needed me. I didn't know what the exact problem was, but she needed me to come to her rescue. Throwing on my jacket and shoes, I prepared to leave. I grabbed my knife and put it in my back pocket, praying more so than ever that I wouldn't need it. I stepped out the darkened wall of my apartment and into the shocking cold of rain on my scalp. I may as well have been leaving the provable wound behind. Now wishing my unprepared ass had come equipped with an umbrella, jogging down the street, my feet hitting the concrete with wet slaps. I tried to think of any place along the way that may sell umbrellas. Then I see a vendor outside a bodega selling cheap compacts. They weren't as nice as the parasols he was also peddling, but it was the best I could afford at the moment. Any protection was better than nothing. I paid for it with my meager allowance and then hurried to the metro. Olivia's already waiting for me under the shelter of the terminal. She pulled her phone out, probably to text me and ask where I am. I jog up to greet her, umbrella in hand. Anon! Relief spreads across her grief-stricken face. She moves close enough that I can shelter us both under my new umbrella. "Okay, Anon, I've been waiting for years for this moment. Now's the time." Oh my god. No, if if Anon's if Anon's making a stupid fucking reference, I'm I'm gonna do that reference too. Oh, okay, shit. I need to. Whew, I gotta hype myself up for it. Whew, whew. Gotta do the perfect voice. Shit. Okay. I haven't done his voice in like quite some time, but I'm gonna try. "Kept you waiting, huh?" I. Okay. I don't know if I did that well. She breaks into a grin and chuckles. I worry that the reference will go over her head. Such a fucking dork. The moment passes her, this stressed expression returns. "You okay?" "No." Oh! Shit! Oh god, this feels very... Okay, can someone out there create like a mod where Inko goes to like Volcano High and like, you know, you know, goes with Fang? Cause I want to see how it happens. Oh wait, hold on. Okay, give me one quick moment, chat. Something just came up. You know, the more I think about it, right, the more scary it hits me that I don't really, as much as I want to say I relate to Inko, right? Okay, sorry, I just got a ban. As much as I say I want to relate to Inko, like Anon's like the most relatable one out of like everyone. I mean, not everyone, but like the most like oh shit! I clicked the stream by accident. Sorry, I was just banning a user. But as much as I try to deny it, I kind of feel relatable to Anon. Like I look at Anon, I'm just like, damn, that motherfucker is me right there. She wheels herself closer and reaches for me. I bend down and allow her to embrace me, my left arm wrapping around her while my other still holds the umbrella above us. Thank you for coming for me. What happened? I don't want to talk about it. Can you please go to your place? I don't want to go home. Sure, do you want to follow me or here? She takes the umbrella. I'll hold this, you push. You sure? Yes. I trust you. Taking the handles of her chair, I began to push her back to my place. It felt humbling to know she was willing to entrust me with taking control of her chair, which was like an extension of her. It was like taking both her head and leading her through the dark. I had to hunch forward so I could get a minimal coverage the umbrella provides for both of us. She's holding it just above her head. I still worry about being harassed by the local wildlife lurking in every alleyway. I push her just a little faster than my usual walking pace. Then we get to an obstacle that I, in my short sightedness, hadn't even considered before. There was a sidewalk closed barrier, and beyond that, about 30 or 40 feet of torn up concrete. I simply walked around the barrier and through the short construction area without even thinking about it. Now, with my wheelchair bound companion, that's no longer possible. How had it not occurred that, oh fuck. How had it occurred to me, never occurred to me. What seemed like no big deal to me was virtually like a wall for Olivia. This must have been some kind of shit she had to deal with regularly. I'm sorry, I forgot about this. That's okay. Is there another way? I can take the long way around the block or I can push you in the street for a little bit. It's your call. I trust you. Oh, fuck. Okay, I want to override this. Uh, take the long way around. I decided to play it safe and take the long way around. The last thing I want is for us to deal with some crazy driver barreling down the street. We turn around and go left down another street. Once at the intersection, I look to my left and down the intended street. There I see a sight which makes me groan in frustration. It's a group of three men, none of them looking friendly. I push Olivia to the opposite street before turning left. Still feeling paranoid of cars for the little bit we are in the road. Resuming our intended course, I keep my ears open, waiting to hear the three on the other side, but not wanting to look in their direction. They get closer as we make our way. Now the edge of my periph- periphery. Now they are outside my range of vision. My gaze shifts to the right, as though there's something interesting on the wall of the building next to us. One of the three men raises his voice and I quicken my step. The two start laughing and I pray they are only laughing at a joke. The first one just said, the chatter seats and I breathe more easily, but I'm more still afraid of them turning and noticing us. We reach the end of the sidewalk and at another intersection. We turn left and I push Olivia back across on the other side. I change I I chance a quick glance back at the three. A dirty-looking man in a trench coat and a beanie already looking at in our direction. A shit-eating grin on his face. My head jerks towards and I double time it. Hey, who's the meter dodging wheels? Olivia whimpers. The sound of laughter follows us, but I don't think the three are pursuing. Thank fuck. Eventually, we reach our desired street and the detour is over. The relief fills over me when we get to the room of my apartment. I I'm doubly relieved that I live on the bottom floor. I fish my keys out of my pocket with a trembling hand and jab into the tooth piece of bronze into the keyhole. The door opens and I push Olivia inside, still humbled by the trust she's placed in me. For all I knew, it could have been a roach-infested crackden. Following her in, I turned and shut the door gently, always wary of making too much noise. Door shut and the sound of rain muffled, I lock it. First the knob, then the chain near the top. Turning around, I put my back to the door and slide down slowly to the floor. More relief washing over me until I'm sitting with my face with my knees. With barely enough space in the kitchen for Olivia to maneuver, she looks over her shoulder, one of her yellow and silver eyes locking onto mine. She pats my shoulder with her tail. You can relax now, lover boy. We're safe. Safe is a relative term in this instance. I turn on the lights, feeling shame at the state of my apartment, which is now host to a girl. Welcome to Shares Anon. Ain't much, but you're certainly welcome here. It's fine. Thanks again for coming for me and letting me stay here. Voice comes out sounding defeated. Ow, fuck! I hit the back of my feet against the chair. It's like she can't even muster the energy to tease me about something like she normally would. So just how long did you want to stay? I don't know. Maybe one night? A night, huh? Or a week? A week? I'm sorry, I just want to go back there. Why? Do you have a fight or something? Yes. I was afraid of that. Did you fight with Damien? Her breathing hitches. Damien, Uncle Randy. What happened? She begins sobbing, tears streaming down her snout. Something moves in her hoodie pocket and a rat peeks his furry little face out as though concerned for her. Oh yeah, this is the first time he's he's meeting guards. Also, I noticed Rainbow is still there. I hope you don't mind, but I brought guts with me. No, I don't mind. Uh, he's at least housebroken, isn't he? He is, don't worry. I always wanted a pet, but Mom wouldn't allow it. That sucks. The Paynes never had a problem with him. Her voice comes out of full regret as though she was suddenly thankful for their leniency towards small animals. So what happened? It's it was like all the tensions that had been building for a while just popped off. Tensions from the past few weeks or months. More like years. We were eating dinner and then Damien and me already had fought a little earlier over something stupid. Then Randy and Sophia asked him about Liz and he told them he was going on a date with her. Then I just scoffed and he said, "What?" And then I said that with her body and long neck she could possibly go on a date with two guys at the same time. Olivia, I love you, but what the fuck was that? I winced at the cruel joke. It might have made a funny shitpost, but to say that to someone who's essentially a brother, I can't hide my own disappointment. Why would you say that? I don't know. It's like pressure building, and it was just wanting to get out. That's why you get it. That's why you get it out of your system online or with gaming. I know, but I'm tired of feeling like I'm always hiding behind some fake identity. Fair enough, but why would you even go off on Damien like that? I don't know, maybe because I'm tired of his constant happy attitude. I think I just wanted him to get angry with me for once. And he did. He flew into a rage saying he was done putting up with me. He said it's been like that for years and he was sick of it. Randy tried to calm him down, but then Damien said he couldn't wait for them to kick me out after graduation and that they already had been talking about it. Oh shit, this is like ending one. Oh shit, I knew it was bad, but I didn't think it was this bad. Is it? It is that bad. Wait, what? Huh? Shit, did I just say that? You have a tendency to mumble to yourself. I do? Yeah, it's actually kind of cute. A girl I liked was in my dump of an apartment, now she's calling me cute. Calm down, Anon. It's also very dorky. And then you left, I'm guessing. As soon as Demon said that, it was like I was coming unplugged. It, he felt like a stranger to me. They all did. I went to my room, got guts and all my allowance money. Then Randy and Sophia tried to stop me, but I yelled at them that I wanted to go. Randy looked like he wanted to yell too. He pinched his nose and said, "Fine, you're old enough. Then you can make your own decision. Go cool off for a while." Then Vinny tried to stop me. He was bawling as hard as I'd ever seen him and saying, "I hate you, Damien." I hated myself for hearing him say that because I knew it was my fault. I just hugged and thought I'd be back. God damn it, Ingo, why do you have to be in a fucking coma? Oh, shit. Uh, she's sobbing harder and hiccuping now. I know I have problems. I know I've been a brat and I just didn't want to do what I've always do and sulk in my room. I just had to leave. Well, it's raining, and of all places you went to me. I don't know where else to go, and sometimes you seem like the only one who gets me, and I. She choked on the last word, unable to get it out. Her eyes squeezed shut, and it was all come pouring out harder than ever. I miss Iko so much. I wanted so badly to tell him everything, and I hated myself for being too much of a coward to tell him when I had the chance. Now it's too late. Not knowing what else to do, I embraced her and let her cry into my already damp jacket. Guts is on her laps. I'm careful not to smother him and am close enough to be able to hold her while she gets it all out. Minutes pass and they feel much longer. A last with a few last mucousy sniffles, she pulls away from me, breathing deeply in a way that sounded like a relief. Thanks. I didn't know how badly I needed that. No problem. Listen, you can spend the night here, but I don't know about a whole week. I doubt your godparents will allow it. I don't care anymore. I mean, I love them, but that's also why I don't want to put any more strain on them. I always knew I had to leave eventually. Why not now? Okay, but this place isn't exactly fit for two people. Hell, it barely fits one. It barely fits for one. Right now, it feels like the safest place on earth. Look, if you don't want me to be here, just say so. Olivia, I do want to help you. I just don't think I can. I don't even have much money or for food. I've got that covered. I have $300 here. I'm saving up for some Gundams, but this is my allowance. My allowance that my dad gives me, and I repay him by being a moody shit who sulks in her room and treats his best friend like strangers. And all I can think of is buying some dumb toys for myself. Just take the money, take all of it. This is me paying you to let me stay. Stop. Look, I don't want your money. Shit, maybe I said it more forcefully than I intended. Keep your money. Buy that Gundam you wanted. I don't need it. Okay, but but if I could stay, I could at least buy us groceries. Maybe that's even assuming Randy and Sophia will allow it. She winces in frustration. I'm gonna text Damien that you're here. No, don't tell him where I am. Olivia, Damien's my buddy, and regardless of what's going between you and the pains, You at least to let them know you're safe so they're not worried. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna pause here. I need to go to the toilet. And he's fucking flush. Okay, I'm back, chat. Let's continue. Hey, Olivia is with me at my place. Oh, thank God. We're trying to reach her, but she's ignoring us. She told me what happened. She feels really bad about it, and it's just needs some time to cool off. All right, that's cool. She didn't go through Skin Rail by herself. Oh, I forgot it's Damien's voice. She didn't go through Skin Rail by herself, did she? I escorted her back to my place. Thanks for looking out for her, man. If you want, I can come pick her up in my dad's car. She doesn't want to leave. I think she could stay here for one night at least, so she can sleep on it. All right, man. If you're sure you don't, hold on, what? If you're sure you don't mind, it's fine. I'll take care of her. I promise. All right. I told Damien you're here and spending the night with me. She breathed a sigh of relief. Thank you. I worry he come get me or ask him to come get ask or you ask him to come get me. I don't think that would be a good for either of you right now. So, what do you want to do? Never had to entertain a guest before. You mean guest? Guest is your guest too. Sure is. I reached forward and extended my finger to Guts, who's currently inspecting his new environs from his perch on Olivia's knee. The rat sniffed my finger and then grasped it with a tiny hand. He's shaking. I gently stroked Guts under his chin. Now we're acquainted. I grabbed a shoebox and lined it with scrap paper from failed drawings for AP art. Will this suit him? For now, sure for now. She sets Guts in a box and then gently taps it on the floor. Don't worry, he won't run off. Guts peeks his head over the side of the box, then leaps out of it. Now aware that it's his property. Leaps over the side of the box, not leaps out of it. He continues to inspect the rest of the apartment. I guess you could play video games. That's what I was doing before. Okay. She helps herself out of a wheelchair and sits on my bed. Oh, what do you want to play? You're the host. You decide. Also, it's like, okay, looking at this, I love the way how they're drawn. I'm sorry, I'm glazing too much, but I love the way how they're drawn. I pull out all of my original Xbox games to find a good one for multiplayer. Have you tried Time Squatters 3? Nope. It's a great shooter. The Time Squatter trilogy plays like Golden Horn or Perfect DRC. A real good boomer shooter. Sounds fun. I love shooters. I dig up I dig up a purple or is it magenta Xbox controller and plug it into the second port. Here, I'll take the Duke and why is it called the Duke? The Duke and you can take the Duchess. The Duchess? That's what I call this one calls with the girly color. She rolls her eyes but also giggles as she takes the pro-offered controller. The way she giggles sounded usually high for a normal raspy speaking voice. It was clear and feminine and made the alarms go off for a moment. I sit next to the purple-clad Gator, grinning like a dork, and press start. You want to do the campaign or cam? You want to do the main campaign on co-op or multiplayer? Let's do multiplayer. Okay, you want to do PvP or PvE against some bots? We'll warm up with PvE, then move on to PvP. I set up a good match on a good capture the flag map. Us two against a squad of bots. I pick up Sergeant Vasquez and she chooses Corporal Harp. She's a quick learner and before long we've won every match against the CPU. Then we move on to PvP. She's a bit as competitive as I would have imagined. I made sure to pick up a map I wasn't very familiar with, promising her I didn't know where every weapon or health armor pickups were located. I led at first, but she manages to close the gap. The more we play, the, the more we play, and I can't help but notice her smiling out of the corner of my eye. Our 10th match, at I managed to take a lead, the first thing I've had in a while. But then she does the gap until we're but then she closes the gap until we're tied. Time is running out and then hey, she's slightly thumping the back of my head with her tail and now I'm dead. I won! I won! You fucking cheat. I can't help but laugh in spite of that. Now don't be a sore loser. She settles back down, her childish glee exhausted in a final satisfied sigh. That was fun. It was. You feel better now? I do. For a moment I forgot all of that stupid fight. Sometimes video games are the best way to take your mind off anything. She looks down pensively. Something wrong? It's been a while. I've been playing all my video games alone. I'd forgotten what it's like to play with someone else. Oh yeah, cause she didn't invite and go over and didn't play. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh god, I feel so much more sad. Uh, as much as like I love Anon and I love Ingo, right? I love both of them equally. But the only issue I have is that Anon being here feels like so out of place. Is that the right word? Out of place? Yeah, Anon being here is so fucking out of place. Cause it's weird not seeing him with like Fang, and it feels so weird that Ingo isn't even in Wani, which is the game he's supposed to be in. Same. Use your bathroom. Okay, well, first you gotta to go down the hallway and take a left at the intersection. Keep going, then it's the fourth door on the right. That's too far from my crippled ass. Can I use the convenient place bathroom here? Be my guess, but it's not as nice. A quick look at my phone tells me that we've been playing for a good 2 hours. It didn't seem as long when playing with her. I was starting to like the idea of having her around for more than one night. What's wrong? The fuck is wrong with you? When was the last time you cleaned in here? Like last week, I think? Oh my god, do dudes actually live like this? I actually thought it was a myth. Well, look, I'm sorry, but if I known I was gonna have guests, I would have cleaned it for you. She sighs. Well, there's no way I'm gonna use your bathroom in this condition. Fine, then you can just hold it in the entire time. Fine, I'll clean it for you. We'll clean it together. You at least have cleaning supplies, right? Yeah, I got plenty of that at least. Oh, his bathroom looks a bit different. The diner girl and I set to scrubbing my bathroom from top to bottom with bleach and pine scented cleaner. Anon, you don't have a cat or something or some small other animal, do you? No, why? Then what are these small black Oh my god. This is this is this this is pubic hair. Ugh! It's fucking disgusting. She shivers in horror. Oh god, leave it. That's fucking oh, oh my god, it's fucking disgusting. Sorry. You should at least be ashamed of yourself. Hey, I don't come over to your house to bitch about the the bits of dead skin in your bathroom. I pick up my shit skin. At least you could do is pick up your pubes. I'm not touching them, by the way. Fair enough. I take a rag and wash the offending area. Human women always have to spend a fortune on razors just to get rid of their body hair. We dino girls don't have to worry about that because we only grow hair on couple on our scalp like God intended. Huh? That was true. Dinosaurs didn't need to shave their arms, armpits, or legs, or even other areas. Olivia brought me back to the attention of a depth snap of her finger. Does that mean Damien has no pubes? Damien doesn't have ass hair too! Oh my... Hey lover boy, stop thinking about Lunara's thighs. I wasn't! But then who or what were you thinking of? Never mind you. She giggles smugly. We finished cleaning the bar room. I gotta admit that it looks nicer than I than when I had first moved in. Ah, that's better. Now shoot, I have to go and I've been holding in the entire time. Sorry. I close the door behind me and go over to my bed. I sit down, pull out my phone, and I try to ignore the sound of a girl using my bathroom. That's how had this happen. One moment I was unlucky with the ladies. Now there was one particularly wanting me to move in with me. As flatting as it was, I didn't worry for her home life. Yeah, this is what I mean by it goes like fucking me. I want you to know I spent my whole entire life. Okay, I didn't have much friends, but I had like a few friends that to the point where like all my friends were guys. Even when I transferred to like a mixed school, right? I was only friends with guys. Then suddenly this year, no, I'm sorry, last year, for some reason, okay, I'm just gonna tell a bit of a story. For some reason, like I had this like Genshin keychain. One of like my uh, students saw it, and then that's how I became friends with like Enrico and Lola, cause they were actually my school friends. So yeah, you get you learn a bit of a lore about me. It wouldn't do her any good to shut the pains out. I wonder if I could help it in some way. I would have to because as fun as this was for the moment, I could see shit going south fast. The absolute last thing needed was for her father figure to break down my door because a boy was keeping her. Randy was a pure Dilophosaurus. His spit was more potent than his son's. And I sure as shit didn't need her father, the Air Force badass, blowing my door off its hinges with a sonic boom to have me for dinner. Damien would have told Randy and Sophia by now, thinking about it. I'm actually surprised Randy hasn't tried to call me yet. Suppose he will sooner or later, and he tell me he couldn't let her stay one night, let alone 1 week. I'm torn between wanting Olivia to do what she thinks is best for herself and what's the best for both she and her family. And another part of me wants her to stay for admittedly selfish reasons. Okay, now I'm hungry. You got any? What you've got to eat around here, and I want to pay you back for eating your food, so don't feel bad about that. Love an open bag of dino nuggies. Really? That's all? Did I mention I have the best honey mustard and barbecue sauce to go with them? Don't you do your own cooking? No, I didn't sign up for home EC. And your parents never taught you none of that stuff. No, my dad was always busy and my mom could be fussy with who she let use the kitchen. Then I'll guess I'll teach you. If you want. Sure, you can teach me. You can show me how to make meals out of unopened condiments. How about I buy your broke ass some real food tomorrow, then I show you how to cook some stew. Oh my god. No, cause since Ingo Oh, since Inko got sick, she wasn't there to cook stew for him. Oh, oh God, it just hit me. It just hit me that the only reason why Inko's like fucking alive now in like the main universe is because Olivia was there for him. Shit. Assuming Randy and Sophia will let you stay. I already made up my mind about that. I'm not going home. Not yet, at least. Alright. We go into the kitchen and turn on the oven to bake us a bag of dino nuggies. I knew she had a bigger appetite, so I used up most of the bag. Just how were dino nuggies supposed to afford to feed themselves in this economy anyway? Half an hour later, were chowing down on breaded chicken while watching Cromarty High School on my computer. Hey, why dino nuggies? What do you mean? I mean, why dinosaur-shaped nuggets? Why not? Just seems a little strange. Dinos eating dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggets. You're overthinking it. Am I though? There are human-shaped cookies. Why are there no human-shaped chicken nuggets? Huh. Good point. I could go some human nuggies right about now. But until they make them, you're just going to do some pseudo cannibalism. I take one of the dino-shaped morsels and drown it in honey mustard. My phone vibrates and I answer. Hello? A familiar voice greets me. Anon? Oh, that is Randy. Hey Randy, how are you? I put him on speaker and set the phone between us. I'm fine. Damien told me Olivia was with you. She is, sir. He chuckled. No need to call me sir, but you live in Skin Row, don't you? I do. Olivia texted me while she was on the metro asking if she could come over to my place, so I escorted her back here. She told me you guys had a fight. The Godfather sighs. I'm afraid so. We're not proud to admit it, but me and the missus are grateful to you for looking after Olivia. I thought I thought it might be the best for us all to let her out of the house for a bit to cool off. I suppose enough time has passed that I can come get her now. The other girl is shaking her head. A long pause follows. So I got your address. I'm just gonna head over to your place and take her off your hands. She really doesn't want to go back. What should I do? Okay, fuck. Uh, 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 I can sacrifice. No. I can't sacrifice that shit. Um, um. Okay, I'll just put it here. Convince Randy to let her stay. With all due respects, Randy, Olivia doesn't want to go home yet. The Nano Patriarch sighs on the other hand. Well, that's not really up to you now, is it? Okay, no, never mind. Fuck it, reloading. Yes, we're reloading. Have Olivia talk to Randy. He's old enough to make her own decisions, and she had resented me and Damien for being overprotective and thinking she couldn't take care of herself. If she really did not want to go back, that's between her and Randy. I whispered to her, "You tell him you don't want to go. I don't want to talk with him. It's your decision. You have to work it out with him. You just tell him what you told me." You still there? Olivia clears her throat. Uncle Randy, I don't want to go home. He lets out a exasperated sigh. Olivia, please, I'm not in the mood for this. Then that's all the more reason to let me stay with Anon for a while. Look, I know you and Sophia and Damien are tired of me. I'm sorry, I know I can be a pain in the ass sometimes, but that's why I need this. Maybe if you maybe if you were just talk to us instead of treating us like strangers, sometimes you act like you don't even want to live with us anymore. Because sometimes I feel like you don't even want me there anymore. Look, you gotta meet us halfway there. We do want you. we you're my best friend's daughter, and we've always loved you. But you've just been so gosh darn moody lately. And I know we know you've been through a lot last year, and we're trying to help you. Only you act like you don't want our help, and it comes off as ingratitude. Sometimes I feel like I'm not worth helping or worth the time. Well, sometimes we all feel that way, but you've gotta get over it and ask yourself, what would you do if you suddenly fell into a lake? Would you do nothing and let yourself drown? Would you swim your way to shore? And I know you're a real good swimmer. Shucks, you spent a lot of time in our pool in the summer, so I know you love to swim. I start picturing Olivia in a swimsuit. I have a picture of her in a swimsuit. She must be reading my mind because she's giving me that mischievous look again. Still there? I'm here, Uncle Randy. You're right. I do love to swim, and I'm grateful to you guys for letting me use your pool. Maybe when it's warm enough for a barbecue, we can invite Anon over. We certainly love to have him over. Only met him once, but I know you get along with him pretty well from what we've heard from Damien. And that's why I want to stay with him. You said yourself before that I'm old enough to make my own decisions. I can hear Randy musing to himself on the other end. For tonight, I was thinking for 1 week. He lets out another exasperated sigh. I don't know. I feel like I'm already pushing it to letting you stay with a boy from school for one night. A week seems excessive. What'd your father think? I have to answer to him too, you know. My dad can talk to me about it. I know you and him are best buddies. That's why I don't want to put any more strain on you than I already have. If I could just have some time away, I think it could certainly relieve a lot of that pressure. Think of it like you're taking a break or a vacation from each other. Hmm. Well, I hear Randy and Sophia talking it out, and on the other end, we look at each other as the tense moment pass. All right, we talked it over. We agree that you're old enough to be able to make your own decisions. And if you really want to stay with Anon for a week, then you should be able to. I chose the right fucking thing. I chose the right fucking thing, chat. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck Martian, who was just like few minutes ago. Like 4 minutes ago. And I need to go to the bathroom again because I need to piss. God damn it. Get back in. Alright, let's continue. But first, we gotta get some things straight between us. They need to change when you get back home next Saturday. Understand? Yes, Uncle Randy. First things first, no more treating us like you're our landlords, and you're just renting us for a room. We're a family. We expect you to treat us like family. No more being a stranger at a dinner table or during family time when we're watching TV or gaming. Okay, that's fair. I do see us as a family sometimes. I just get shy sometimes. There's no reason for you. reason to be shy around us. Second, your grades have to start improving. We know you've been slipping in school. You should be working on your homework instead of gaming and watching anime. I didn't know her grades were slipping. How did she expect to graduate and get a scholarship to an art school? She sees the look on my face and looks ashamed. We told you before that we won't tolerate senioritis. We don't want to kick you to the curb. We don't want you flunking out or repeating senior year, or worse, dropping out altogether. You don't want to be successful artists like your teacher Latican. God rest his soul, don't you? Yes, I want it more than anything in the world. Then act like it. His voice comes out as stern than before, and I find myself agreeing with him. I promise I will. I will. I don't want to let him down. Alright then. And thirdly, this applies to you too, Anon. Absolutely, positively, no hanky panky for your there. Am I understood? Yes, Uncle Randy, we'll keep our hands to ourselves. Anon, do I have your word you won't be getting fresh with my goddaughter? You bet, Randy. Olivia and I will be as chaste as two nuns on Easter Sunday. He burst out laughing on the other end. Alright, that's what I love to hear. You're a good man. One final thing. You need to apologize to Damien for the nasty thing you said about Liz. Oh, Uncle Randy. I feel sick for saying that. I will ask you why you felt the need to say that to him, but I figure it's best you two work that out tomorrow. He's already said he's willing to go over to Anon to bring you whatever you need for the week. Just text him and just let him know. Okay, I will. And thank you for letting me have this. Don't thank me. Thank Anon. Thank you, Anon. I'm happy to help. All of you. I mean, I want to see Olivia get along with her family, and we appreciate it. I'm glad I asked you to be her friend. Me too. A somber pause fell over the room, and I felt like Randy was physically there for us for a moment. Alright, I'll let you go. Good luck for both of you. Let this be a learning experience. Good night, and goodbye, Olivia. Anon. Good night, Uncle Randy. Take it easy. The Danagle seizes me in a strong hug. Her breast pressed against me, making it difficult to breathe both from the force of her hug and the blaring of the alarms. I can stay! That's kind of tight, Olivia. Boy, you're soft if you can't handle a little. Boy, you're soft if you can't handle a little hug. And why aren't you hugging back? I I hold my hands above her hoodies like they were burn at the touch. You heard what? I told Randy. No getting grabby. This is an innocent hug. You already hugged me twice already. She clutches me firmly enough to make to feel like I'm in a very soft vice with two very big pillows suffocating me on one end. Her gaze half lidded and her grin is toothy. The alarms are reducing me to putty in her grip. The other girl gazes slowly goes from playful to unimpressed at the limp human in her grip. She lets me go and I'm able to draw a full breath. For crying out loud, Anon, you really are girl-phobic, aren't you? Usually it's girls who have a phobia for me. Well, you are a creepy weep who mumbles. Says the moody weep who looks like she's already ready to bite someone's face off. She nips playfully at me and then turns her attention to her phone. I'm texting Damien right now, telling him I'm sorry for what I said and also giving him a list of things to bring. I'll get him to bring my beanbag so I have something to sleep on. Oh shit, I didn't even think about where you're supposed to sleep. That's okay, I'm gonna sleep on the floor for tonight. No, I am not letting you do that. I'm the host and you're the guest. It's okay, really. You're not just making me do anything and you're not making me do anything and you're still doing me a favor by letting me stay with you. I shake my head. Look, I don't know what else to say, so I'll just say it. Not only am I not gonna let a girl sleep on the floor, I'm not gonna let a crippled girl sleep on the floor. Okay, I get it. You're chivalrous. Tell you what, how about you compromise? I can sleep in your bed and you can have the blanket and pillow. You sure? I'm sure. I can sleep on my stomach and my hoodie is warm enough. Oh wait, how do you sleep on your stomach? Oh, never mind. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. What the fuck? I moved to my cabinets and opened them. I have a spare blanket here. Guess you can have one of the bed. You can have the one on the bed already, and I can use this to lay on. Okay. Say, take a pillow at least. We stay up a little while longer watching anime, then playing video games, and then just talking. I couldn't remember enjoying casual conversation as much as I was enjoying it with her. We had a we had talked plenty of times during AP art, lunch, and after school, but this was more heartfelt. She yawns wide, her maw like a cavern full of pearly white stal stalactites and stalagmites. Ready to hit the hay? She smiles and nods. Uh-huh. Do you wanna borrow my toothbrush? No, I'll be fine. You're gonna change into your pajamas? I didn't want I didn't want her to see my master rug onesie, which I seldom wore much these days anyway. I I'll sleep in my clothes. Normally I wear my boxers when I'm sleeping. She rolls her eyes. This is feeling more and more like getting an up close looking at a dude in his natural habitat and then observing his behaviors. So make a nature documentary then. Laying two blankets on top of one another, I form a makeshift mattress with body with my down pillow on one end. Olivia lays on my bed on her abdomen, covered by a blanket, her snout poking from under the blanket towards the window. Guts curls up next to her maw, and I have to pause to admire the trust the little creature has for Olivia. I can't help but smile at the sight. I lie down on my hobo mattress and rest my suddenly weary head on my pillow. Grateful to have that at least. A contented sigh passes through me. Having a girl over wasn't so bad. It turned it turned out, even in the span of a few hours, she felt more familiar to me. The rain continued its steady beat against the window as we lay sheltered in my meager dwelling. Anon? Huh? Thank you. You're welcome. It's actually been pretty fun so far. So far. Having her around was a surprisingly welcome change of pace, but I worried she and I might get on each other's nerve, and after a while I heard saying once, familiarity breeds contempt. Maybe that's how she felt towards the pains. I hope that the living with I hope that I hope then that living with me for a bit would make her appreciate them again. I was just so sad and miserable earlier today. She pauses, then I don't know if she's waiting for me to say something. I know when I saw you at the metro station, you looked you looked how you did when on the first day I saw you. She gives me a grateful moan. I'm so sorry for how I was to you on the first day. I tend to have that effect on women. I call it poison pheromones. She giggles. Guess I had to build up a tolerance then. I smiled at my self-deprecation, but then my eyes had adjusted to the dark that I no longer saw blackness but faint light from the window. First day I saw you, I couldn't help but think that you looked how I felt, though in hindsight you had it worse than I. She hummed contemplatively. Maybe. I know you wanted to talk about it, but just between us, what happens to you where what happened to you to make you want to leave your old school? I figured maybe she deserved to know, seeing as how Liz had told me that about the winter formal. Please tell me at least I destroyed the picture. Those school used to have these anti-bullying posters everywhere, but a fat lot of these of good those did me. She scoffed and I could practically hear her rolling her eyes. Fat lot of good they do anyone. They always like to pride themselves of their effort to stop bullying, and the student body thought they were part of it. Never stopped them from talking about me though, calling me a weeb and whatnot. Someone managed to get a hold of some embarrassing fucking photoshops I made of myself with my waifus, printed them out and posted them everywhere. Imagine it. Imagine going to school one day, seeing the usual meaningless stuff on the bulletin board, then doing a double take when you take a good, when you see the Photoshop of you with your arm around Asuka and thinking, hoping to God that it's all just a dream. Okay, I'm surprised. I'm surprised at how relatable this dude is, because I may have said some things, or they may have, some people in my old school kind of did the same thing to me. Also, Asuka is the girl from Evangelion. I can't tell if he has good taste or bad taste, so I'm just gonna say it's all up to him. It's all up to him. Then you walk down the halls and see more of the same crap, and you have to endure the snickers coming from all directions. Oh shit! Hold on. Ah, shite. Okay. Sorry, Chad. I just had my mom just texted me, asking me what I wanted for dinner tomorrow. I'm sorry that happened to you. Her voice is full of sympathy. Sounds mournful. It sounds mournful even. I spread my hand above my chest in a shrug. She can't. She can't see. Yeah, it fucking sucked. Worst day of my life, but can't compare that to you losing Ladykit though, or Inkle. That's not true. Maybe you didn't lose a loved one, but something horrible was still done to you. It's not any less horrible than what happened to me. I blinked incredulously. She was really saying that she really was saying what happened to me was as bad as all the shit that she had she had to put up with. Her acknowledgement of my own suffering makes it feel as though an invisible weight was taken off me. Like I was allowed to feel bad about what happened. Thanks for understanding. It was pretty horrible. And that's why you're here. Yeah, I begged my dad for this. All I wanted was to disappear, and I did. Even if it meant leaving home. Actually, the farther from home, the better. It almost felt like starting over with a clean slate. She sighed wistfully. Wish I could have done that. Even still, you don't have anyone else that you know around here? No relatives, friends, no, or family, friends, or nothing? Nope, just little me out here by myself. Don't you get lonely? Sure, but there's lots worse things than loneliness. She grunts in agreement, like being the center of attention when it's the last thing you want. I wonder if she's talking about the winter formal. I'm afraid to ask. Okay, I'm gonna drink a bit of water because Jesus Christ. Oh, I'm misspelling a lot of words. Oh, okay. At least nobody ever pointed and laughed. At least nobody ever pointed and laughed at me. I mean, aside from Mia, Lunara, and Kiara, people rather pity the crippled girl and lavish her with praise and for being special. I can't imagine what happened to you. In fact, I almost what? Do I even dare ask? When she doesn't answer, I say something to dispel the awkward silence. No use fretting over the past. Again, she grunts in agreement. Good night, Anon. Good night. Conversation ceased. I close my eyes. For sometimes I listen to the combined sounds of rain and the radiator blending together to create a comforting white noise. Olivia's gentle snoring soon joins in, but my mind races with thoughts of the past month and events more distant than ever. than that. It's only been 1 month, bro. I catch myself drifting in and out of consciousness. Sleep itself as elusive as something you try to catch, only for it to slip through your fingers. With effort, I blank my mind and let the white noise be the only thing to penetrate my consciousness. The rain, the radiator, Olivia. I awaken disoriented from where I'm laying. Oh fuck, did I fall a bit? No. I could have. I would have woken up if I had. Unless I hit my head hard enough to knock me out. All those times I had tackled the floor into submission, and for once the floor won. Then I hear movement in my own home. There's an intruder in the midst. With all the practice calm of one who has rehearsed the exact scenario 100 over times, I calmly rise to meet the challenger, my body and mind steeled for fierce life or death combat. I zero in on my would-be attacker, who's only sitting on the edge of my bed, not even bothering to look at me. She's putting spoonfuls of my store-brand cereal into a toothy maw. Munch munch. Hey sleepyhead. No, you don't mind, but I help myself to your sugar frosted soy flakes. It was Olivia. Everything from that day has come rushing back to me, along with the familiar trills of the alarm. There was a girl in my domicile, making herself at home, and she couldn't even pretend like she was the least bit intimidated by my combat stance. Trying to remember the basics of CQC? Something like that. It's all part of my morning routine, you see. Impressive. Doesn't include eating the slop. Breakfast of champions. You'll never get strong at PE if you don't get some proteins in the morning. I've been making good progress. I can do 20 push-ups without feeling that my arms are gonna to fall now. But I guarantee you'll get stronger fast if you eat some eggs, bacon, and sausage for breakfast. How do you think I got so strong in my arms? Always skipping leg day? She snorts. Fuck you. Anyway, Damien says him and Liz will be over in a few hours to bring me my stuff, and then we'll go to the store and buy you some real food. My treat. Thanks, but I still feel bad, spending your allowance and all. She rolls her eyes. I already spent my allowance on real food instead of eating cereal and dino nuggies all week. And I'm allowed to and I want to show you how to cook. You guys don't need breakfast cereal? We buy some bland shit Damien likes to eat sometimes, but no. We don't eat stuff like that. Vinny would devour the whole box and then be bouncing off the walls from the sugar rush. Speaking of Vinny, we've only seen him like once. Like once in the whole fucking story. He was like mentioned a few times. Come on, put some respect on my goat's name, Vinny. Vinyl record. As much as a as good as a reason as any. Okay, I'll try eggs and bacon in the morning, but not too much. I don't like to exercise on a full stomach. Staying beside Olivia, I pour a second bowl and we eat together. We turn on the TV and find a reality show featuring Jordan Ramsay, who's currently yelling at an incompetent line cook. I hope this isn't foreshadowing. She puts on her most British accent. It's fucking raw, Anon! Oh, get the fuck out of my fucking kitchen! Are you making fun of my accent? Get the fuck out, you fucking wanker! I'll have your head for what you did to the fucking scatters, right? Oh fucking hell, where the lobster? We continue to shovel sugary processed cereal to our mouths while doing our best Jordan Ramsay impression and watching kitchen, it's not even called Kitchen Nightmares, Kitchen Perdition. When the box and the jug of milk are depleted, we sit cross legs on the floor and play video games until Damien arrives. I meet Damien outside and after getting his text, Liz pulls up with Damien sitting shotgun, and I'm surprised to see Vinny in the back seat. Guess he really wanted to see Olivia. I feel sorry for him that I stole away. There's my goat, Vinny. I only like Vinny because of that one funny line he said in like the main story of Wani about like Mr. Beast. And Mr. B, yo, what's up? Yeah, just fun hanging out with Olivia. How come Auntie Olivia doesn't want to come home? A surge of guilt tugs at my heart, and I have that sensation like I'm stealing her. Well, I guess you can ask her why. She's inside. Without waiting for permission, the junior-sized Damien brushes past me into my apartment. Vinny! It's all good. You're all my guest. Appreciate it, amigo. This pokes her head out from the sunroof of a car to greet me. Hi, Anon. I'm speaking. Okay, so I really forgot how to voice every single one of them. Jeez. Uh, uh, wait, where's my water bottle? I need more water. Uh, okay. Hey Liz, we really appreciate you doing us this favor. Damien texted about it, and I've offered to help. That way, you could all talk and get Olivia's things while somebody watches the car, because that's kind of a necessity around here. I was relieved when Liz offered. Skin always scared me, to be honest. I know the crime rates around here are terrible. It's not exactly a credit to my kind. No, I was scared to come here because I thought skin roll would be made of human skin, like rolls and rolls of building made from like human flesh. Anyways, I brought her beanbag and duffel bag of clothes and her bathroom stuff, and I brought her school supplies and other things. Also, Gus's cage and stuff for him. Fantastic! I'll get her beanbag. Aww. I step back into my apartment carrying the large beanbag. Vinny has Olivia in a fierce hug like he wants to pick her up. Olivia! Oh no, that's Olivia. Where's Guts? He's pushed on my shoulder. Why? I'm about to set this down and didn't want to accidentally smother him. Aw, I'm glad you're thinking of him. But don't worry, he's with me and he's not on the floor. I set the beanbag down in the middle of the room, grateful to be relieved of that burden. Damien enters and the air becomes noticeably more tense. Hi, Damien. Hey, how are you feeling? Better, I guess. Damien, why do you hate Olivia? I don't hate her, bro. Me and her are just having a little. Finny, listen, Damien didn't do anything wrong. It's my fault. Well, how come you guys are fighting? And why did Mom and Dad Damien want you to leave when you graduate? I hear Damien mumble to himself and wonder if that's how I sound to everyone else. Dang it, why'd I have to go and say that? It's not that they want me to leave, it's just that I've been acting ungrateful to them, to all of you. It's not your fault though. You didn't want for all that bad stuff to happen to you. No, I didn't, but there's no reason for me to take it out on you guys. You are? He, her composure melt from admitting it out loud. I guess I am. I'm sad and angry, and I want to be angry at everyone, but I'm also angry at myself, and I guess I want someone to be angry at me too, because I deserve it. No, you don't. I really do, though. Vinny just stares back at her sorrowfully, unable to understand. Hell, I didn't even understand completely. This is about the art contest, isn't it? I gaze back, her face crunching up in regret. Up here comes. Here. Oh, no. I thought it was gonna talk about. No, it's the other art contest. It is. Even years later, it still hurts. I'll never forgive Ben for what he did to me. Ben, why do they always have to come back to that fucking guy? I don't know what they're talking about, but just knowing Ben is involved somehow makes sense. Those two were like chemicals that exploded on contact. That's not the art contest I was talking about. Oh shit! Oh shit! It almost didn't sound like Damien talking. His voice came out like an octave deeper, and it was full of disappointment. It almost sounded like Randy. I stared back, dumbstruck. Then her face becomes the same look of helpless desperation I recall seeing on our first day. But no, it's more to expression than just desperation. It's shame. You knew? I knew for a while now. About a month or so after Inko went to the hospital. I was really missing him one day, so I went to look at the wedding submission. And then something just clicked. I may be a dummy, but sometimes I pick up on things others don't. Just what was he talking? Then realization shoots me through the head like a bolt of lightning, and the look on her face confirms it. She looks away even more shamefaced than before. Stop it, you're making her feel bad. Vinny, they're not. Listen to me. She turns him back around to look at her. It's my fault. What's your fault? I did something I shouldn't have, and now I deeply regret it. Then just say you're sorry. If I could, but that won't fix what I've done. Is that why you're here then? Are you being punished? Vinny, please, I beg you, get as much as you're a funny character, get the fuck out. No, Vinny, I want to be here, but I need this to clear my head. Then let me stay with you. Vinny, no, you can't stay here. Just stop making her feel bad. Vinny, no one's making me feel bad but me. I'm doing it. But Damien knew something and he didn't talk to you about it. Mom and Dad said you two should always talk it out, so why weren't you? Oh shit. You're right, little bro. Can you wait with Liz while we talk it out? Okay. The little Damien hugs Olivia one last time. Please come home soon. I will. I will on Saturday. He leaves us groaning sullenly as he walks through the kitchen. I watch him go back to Liz's car. I'm relieved when I see him climb into the back seat. So why didn't you confront me about it? Were you mad? I wasn't even 100% sure until just now. I'm just more disappointed than anything. Like, I get why you did it. I just can't believe you would go those lengths for an honest reaction. I wasn't thinking. All I knew was everything was changing because of him. I felt like I had no control. I felt that way, especially since ninth grade. I get that, so why don't you ever talk to us about it? Why don't you ever talk to me about it? A silence falls between them, and I can't help but feel like a mere spectator. What should I do? Shit, it feels like this is gonna be like the full game. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try to help resolve it. But no, uh, uh, I always sense friction between Olivia and Damien, even though they are practically brother and sister. I felt bad for both of them for a while now that they weren't getting along as well as they should have. Even now, it's like there's a chasm between them. And while they're both looking for a way across their I'm still missing something to help them in the middle, and I want to try and bridge the gaps for both their sakes. Uh, you guys mind if I interject? Nah, man, it's your house and your rules. You have something to say, go and say it. Okay, so without getting into the nitty gritty of what happened with you two and Inko, I'm not even saying I know what it is or if it's even my business. I always got the sense there was a failure to communicate between you two. Uh, I suppose there is. Yeah, that's not true. That's not untrue. Considering you guys both have known each other since you were kids, why is that? It's my fault. It's the one who shuts herself away. Olivia beating herself up continually isn't gonna help. What if it's not entirely on you? Are you saying it's my fault? I'm not saying it's anyone's fault. I'm saying there's a failure to communicate here. That's what I'm observing at least. There's a lack of re- reciprocity. Damien, I've noticed you're usually a positive guy, but sometimes I see you get annoyed at Olivia, but other than that, you're always in a good mood. Sometimes seeing you two together is like a dinosaur yin yang. The pink chuckles. I guess we kind of are. Right, but other than what you tell me, I don't see you talk a whole lot, and when you do, it's just short responses. So what's up with that? I guess I don't want to smother Olivia or something. I've always respected her space and let her keep to herself when she wants to be alone. I mean, even if I want to be alone sometimes, but that doesn't seem to be working. I suppose it's because I've always I've oh I'm always waiting for her to come and tell me if she has any problems. How often do you do that? Almost never. I open up to him about how sorry I was when I ran over your foot, but hardly ever talked about my issues. Oh fuck! I realized, shit. I'm sorry. I just don't know how to voice Olivia. I tried doing her raspy breath, but it's like too hard. Why not? I don't know. Uh, uh, he's just so cheery, and maybe I don't want to bring him down. Maybe I'd rather isolate myself than bring the pains down with me. And how well is that working? She made a sound halfway between a whine and a groan. We ended up snapping at each other, Damien and me, but that's my fault. Olivia, stop. Just stop with the blame game for a moment. You said you isolate yourself just because you don't want to bring them down. So you end up bottling up your feelings until you lashed out. And then you snapped at her. I did, and I'm not proud of it. I know you were both frustrated with each other because of the movie last week. You really wanted to see it, Olivia didn't, and it just led to problems. Maybe my old man didn't make me and Liz take Olivia. Maybe he was hoping you guys would finally communicate. Instead, it's like both of you went back to your own respective worlds. Damien sighed heavily. Shoot, that is true. I couldn't even ask Olivia if there was something else she would have rather done. I could have put off seeing that movie for one day. And did you ask him if you guys could do something else? No, I didn't want to ruin that good time. But you still played the critic afterwards saying how dumb you think those movies are. I'm sorry. That's a valid point and all, but could you relax? Sorry, man. Don't worry about it. But you guys see what I'm talking about by now, right? I do, man. We're not talking to each other. Why not? Like I said, man, I'm waiting for her to come to me if she needs help. I know she's been down about a lot of things, and I didn't want to bring her down even more. So, what are you waiting for then? For problems to be self-correcting? You knew there was something from last year she was talking about, and she's been carrying that with her all this time. I didn't know how to talk to her about it. There's probably no right or wrong way to talk about any of this stuff, but you guys are both bottling up your feelings until you go off at each other. That's true. I hate to say it, but I wanted to go off on her, and I've been wanting to for some time. But I felt sick to my stomach afterwards. That's not who I am. Isn't who I want to be. And I wanted someone to go off on me. Why? I don't know, because I felt guilty, or maybe I wanted an excuse to run away. I sigh and shake my head. You guys can't keep doing this. At this rate, you're just going to get madder and madder until you both want nothing more to do with each other, and I don't want to see that. So, what should we do differently? I don't know. I'm just winging it here with being the interlocutor. And what now? Stop using big words, dork. I can't help if I have a higher verbal IQ. Get on my level. Damien, is Anon a dork or what? Oh yeah, huge dork, and he's even a bigger weep than you. And he mumbles. He does that all the time in PE. I think he secretly hates me because I do more push-ups than him. Sheesh, that's gratitude for you. I try to help you guys. Oh, that's no, that's Anon. Sheesh, that's gratitude for you. Try to help you guys, and you guys bully me. This is rock bottom all over again. The two have a short laugh at my expense. Okay, well beyond just pointing out the obvious problem you guys have here, I can't do anything about it than tell both of you to talk to each other a little more. You both act more introverted and autistic around each other than me. Point taken, dork. I'll try to talk to Damien more and instead of being mad, moody, sad sack. I'll be more open with Olivia instead of just her waiting for her to come to me. That means telling her if she's doing something that bugs me. Then I say my work is done. You know it, buddy. I'll get going now so Liz and Vinny aren't waiting. You take good care of her while she's here. I'll kick her butt. A butt kicking is still better than acid spit. Damien and I fist bump, then we turn and leave. Liv, when you get back home on next Saturday, we need to have a long chat. Yeah, right, we do. It's been a long time coming, I know. It's been a long time coming, I know. Bye, see you tomorrow. Bye, Damien. With Olivia settled at my place, we take a stroll to the supermarket. Okay. My throat is like really fucking dry. I forgot how taxing visual novels are and why I don't stream them that long when it comes to like streams. I mean, I'm just gonna go grab water really quick and I'll be back. Okay, give me 1 minute, chat. Okay, I'm back. Let's continue this. Of the $300 in the allowance, Olivia took a 100 of her and left the rest at my place on the Guts' cage, telling him to guard it. I felt nervous thinking of all the money left there. Ugh. Though if someone did decide to break in, that already would have been bad enough. They could have stolen fucking everything, and that was a worry. And that was a worry that always existed in the back of my mind every day at school. More pressing than that was walking around Skin Row with a crippled dinosaur girl with money on her. She moved with her usual confidence, but seemed unaware of the attention we were drawing from some people around us and across the street. Keep looking over your shoulders. I'm just nervous is all. I don't want anyone hassling us. And you really think worry all the time? You have to worry all the time anytime you walk around here? Afraid so. That's why I always keep a switchblade on me all the time. Have you had to use it? Only as a warning. There had been a tense occasion I had practiced that scenario in my head before. Before though, when the time came to brandish my knife, my throat was dry to say the thing I thought would sound intimidating in the situation. I only held it up and they backed off. Should I be worried? It's not so bad this time of day, but still better to be prepared for the unexpected. Okay, getting a message from a friend. I didn't think it was this bad for you. She was impressed she was impressed that this was just an everyday thing for me. I straightened my back and puffed out my chest. I'm used to it by now. What a tough guy. Can't tell if she's being sincere or facetious. Facetious? Knowing her is probably the latter more than the former. You know, a sword would be a lot more intimidating than a knife. And where am I supposed to get a sword? I've seen some of those curio shops at the mall, and those decorative pieces were junk made from the low-grade steel that and aren't even sharp. Still, walking around with a sword would make quite a statement. Sure, the kind of statement that says, I'm a massive fucking dork who never gets laid. You're really a massive fucking dork who never gets laid. True. But fuck you regardless. Oh well. What about your baseball bat? You can even get a aluminum one. That's actually not a bad idea. I'll consider it. You could get a pair of rollerblades and a rainbow and patrol Skin Row looking for people to bash in the head. I don't think I'm ready for a shonen bat cosplay. Shonen bat. Okay, I got more shit to. I want to search this up. Hold on, what's shonen bat? Shonen bat. Lil Slugger is a TV character. Also known as Golden Bat, and Scooter plays the majority part of the story. Rumors. Oh. She giggles in approval of me having understood the reference. What would make me feel safest if I had a gun and a concealed carry permit? I forget people under 20 even get one. I looked into it. No, not at this state at least. That sucks. It does, but it's not like I could afford a gun anyways. At least I could get pepper spray. Maybe when my dad comes home later this year, he could take us both to a gun range and he can at least show you how to handle a gun. That'd be neat. The idea of meeting her old man, the Air Force badass, scared me a little. I kept picturing a muscular Barry Onyx in peak physical condition from experiencing the G-forces of a fighter jet. Bet he wouldn't need to use a concealed gun. Not true, he always carries one. He'll be the first to tell you that pride isn't worth your life. If some crackhead brandishing a knife is coming at you, it's better to draw a gun and put him down. That makes me feel better about wanting a gun. Anti-gun dumbasses online always insult your masculinity if you talk about wanting a firearm for protection. And I bet you could easily beat up those losers. Harsh language could beat up those losers. That's why they always have jammies to patrol their boards. Wait, what is Jenny's? What does that mean? Olivia and I spent a good hour shopping at the supermarket. She took me through several aisles I didn't normally go through, picking out spices and seasoning, then grabbed the various different meats and vegetables. I asked what she was planning to cook and she looked at me as though she told me she had a different recipe for stew in mind that even a cooking noob like me could do on my own. It's the same stew she made for Anon. For Inko. God, I've seen so much Anon to the point, like, not gonna lie, I really want to like save and quit here and play a mod with Inko in it. With the 2 groceries paid for, we begin our walk back to our apartment. Olivia has 2 bags in her lap and I hold the rest. Burdened with our groceries, I feel even more like a vulnerable target. It's a relief when we get back to my place. We store our haul in the fridge and cupboards. Then Olivia begins making us some afternoon lunch. Since I was light on cookware myself, she uses a crock pot she asked Damien to bring, even telling me it was mine to keep. I write down her instructions step by step, occasionally asking her to repeat things. It feels like what Damien described to me in home EC. Olivia is a very patient teacher and she gives me her instructions without a hint on the condensation. I fear she might level at me. We'll review what you learn here later tonight when you make us both dinner. Yes, Miss Halford. She smiles as she ladles our lunch into a cheap plastic bowl. Shut it, dork. Our lunch in hand, we open 2 cans of the Better Store brand soda I come across, then turn on the TV and watch some classic Grugsons. I blow on a spoonful and taste it carefully, not sure what to expect. A sigh escapes at the burst of flavor dancing on my tongue. My stomach grumbles for more and I realize just how hungry I suddenly was. It was as though my body had been crying out for something more than nutritious than cold cereal and dino nuggies. About the only time I got a decent meal these days was at school. If I could cook even half as well as this, then I'd gladly make Olivia's stew every day. So, how was it? Good, great even. Hell, this is better than most soups I've had at restaurants. Do you even go to restaurants around here? No, I'm talking about when my parents would take me. There's this one diner we like to go sometimes. The soups were alright, but this is easily better. Well, I mean, it's freshly made, but those places probably make a batch of that stuff and just let it sit around until someone orders them. Honestly, I've forgotten how a good home-cooked meal can be sometimes, and I'm serious. This is the best thing I've eaten in a while. Thanks. You cook often for the pains? Sometimes though, not lately though. This is actually the first time I've cooked anything outside of home EC in a while. Because she wasn't there when Inko fell sick. Stretch. Oh god. Sorry, I guess I should have asked. It's alright. I like cooking for us all the time, but after Latican, well, let's just say I wanted to do at home is stay in my room and watching anime. It's like, it's like I was or am self-medicating or something. I've just been trying to numb myself to the world. I get that. That's how I was when that shit at Rock Bottom High happened to me. Oh, it's called Rock Bottom High? So it was just the name of the school. I thought it was just, he was actually at rock bottom. I just wanted to isolate myself. I mean, more so than usual. And then I got here, it felt like staying in a motel room. Everything's unfamiliar, and it's kind of exciting being in a different place, like going on a road trip. Then the novelty quickly wore off. Then I had to start going back to school, and just feels like haunting specter leaning over my shoulder. That's exactly how I felt. I can tell she wants to get something off her chest, but is still struggling to get it out. Frankly, even if I wasn't sure this was a typical subject I wanted to touch, if she really had done what I think she'd done, then that was a massive disappointment. And it was a disappointment in more ways than one. For now, I'm only suspending my judgment and not wanting to think about it, let alone talk about it. This is really good stew. I just hope I can make it as half as good as this. It's only half as good, then if it's only half as good, then I'll just have to try harder to teach you with your handicap or low human attention span. I'm sorry, what were you saying? I wasn't paying attention because you're so boring. She lightly thumps my back with her tail. I sputter onto my bowl and try not to get stew on my shirt, and she laughs. We continue to enjoy the rich meaty stew with cream soda while watching a season 3 episode of The Grugsons. I think it's The Simpsons. And arguing about when the show started to get stale. Yeah, it's The Simpsons. It's The Simpsons. Both of us agree that modern Grugsons is a soulless slop of the highest old order, but disagree when it started to go to shit. I I held that it was still decent up to season 10, where with some notable season 11 episodes. Olivia is even more of a purist and thinks season 3 through 6 were peak Grugsons. Okay, I need to go bathroom. I need to piss. I'm sorry, chat. Just give me 1 minute. The rain had come back to be a steady pattern on the window, with the occasional rumble of a distant thunder. The patter of rain is accompanied by the sound of my shower. Olivia is bathing, and I'm struggling to recreate her afternoon culinary masterpiece with a third sound in my head: the alarms. Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Girl's naked in my bathroom. She's in her shower with her clothes off, water running down her scales. I smacked myself, hoping to dispel the invasive images of naked Olivia. I smack myself again and go to that playlist on my phone I had gotten from her. Angry Again by Angry Again by Giga Death starts blaring, and I bob my head to the music while mouthing the lyrics. I seem to do the trick, and I'm able to concentrate on creating our dinner. It was actually funnier than I thought it would be. I was sorry I hadn't signed up for home EC after all. After all, especially if it meant being in one more class with her. Stepping into the living room with two bowls in hand, I sit cross-legged on the floor while I wait for Olivia to emerge. Blowing on a spoonful, I taste it carefully and, well, it's not as quite good as hers, but still better than how I feared it would turn out. There she is, Chad. The dino girl steps out of the bathroom, her hair still partially wet. Ah, it's better. And I see you managed to make dinner without building down. It even smells edible. She walks over on her knees and sits crossed legs next to me, her tail curling around her legs. So what's it like to be a war veteran who killed 50 men? Make the joke one more time and it'll be 51. Wait, what? 50? Oh, cause she. Oh, okay, wow, wow, wow. Having gotten in one good jab, I return my attention to my stew while trying to think of something else to talk about. So, couldn't help but notice your bottle of shampoo looks awfully expensive. Really, Anon? That's it? That's the best you could come up with? Come asking about fucking shampoo? It just reminded me of the old cliche where you ask a girl out on a date and she says she's busy that night. Busy doing what? Washing her hair? It is. So expensive that Randy and Sophia won't even buy it for me. I had to pay for it myself out of my allowance. So I guess in a way that they are buying it for me, but well, you know that I mean. Work work with it, Anon. Again, it's not part of the complimentary amenities that comes with the free room and board. Exactly. I'm surprised you use a product like that considering how messy your hair is. It's because I don't normally style my hair doesn't mean I don't still care for it. Fair enough. The scent of the shampoo clings to her as well as the scent of a flowery smelling deodorant. The combined scent from the girl sitting next to me causes my throat to go dry. My hand trembles as I bring more stew to my mouth. Is it good? She tastes it carefully with a few, very few audible smacks of her lips. You've done well, ain't not good. Mmm, Bobby. You guys don't know where that reference is from. God. Oh. I'm pleased to hear that Uh, I'm pleased to hear that Olivia Sensei. I endeavor to learn all the culinary arts from you. She dips her index finger to the bowl and lets Guts lap it off. He stands on his hind legs and clutches his fingers to lick pro of profit meal. Does it meet with the approval of Guts-sama? He says it's merely adequate. Jeez, tough critic. You better believe it. You know how do you think I got so good at art and cooking? Ah, so it was under Master Splinter's tutelage? She laughs heartily at that. That gives me an idea for some new comics starting Guts. She finishes a bowl with a lick of her lips. There's more in the pot if you want. If I've got all I need here. Thanks. She returns with a second bowl and gobbles it up enthusiastically. When finished, she leans back against my bed with a sigh while giving her belly a few hearty pats. It was a relief to know she had enjoyed my stew that much. I finished my bowl with a grunt of satisfaction. Well, not to toot my own horn, but the meal was so good. I need to cap it off with an after dinner cigarette. I didn't know you smoked. Yep, it's not a habit I recommend, but one that I indulge in sometimes. Does smell cigarettes when I first came here. Sometimes I smoke indoors, even though I shouldn't. But the last tenant did, so it already smelled musty in here before. Anyway, if you need me, I'll be right outside the door. That rhymed like hell. I'm shielded from the rain by the walkway to the upper apartments, l- lighting up a smoke. I lean against the wall next to my door. I inhale deeply, the nicotine enhancing the satiety of my dinner. Olivia emerges and sits cross-legged in the doorway. Hey, hey yourself. I sit beside her, her butt parked on cold concrete, my back pressed against the brick. How do you get smokes anyway? Homeless guy who hangs around the convenience store not far from here. I slip him a 20, he buys me a pack and keeps the rest. $20 for a pack of cigarettes? Fuck's sake, no wonder your ass is always broke. I never said it was a cheap habit, but at least the high price milk my consumption. How often do you smoke? About 4 or 5 cigs a week. So probably one every other day, and PS has been forcing me to curb my habit. That's not so bad. So when did you start smoking? My sophomore year back at rock bottom. I had an older friend named Eddie who was a senior, and he and I would hang out in parking lots after school, just chit chat. Gotta stop spitting. Chit chatting or whatever. I bum smokes off to of him, and he didn't mind. He showed me cool tricks like befriending homeless guys to get them to buy you things, or selling cans of soda to middle schoolers for extra cash. We buy 12 packs of soda they couldn't get in the vending machine and sell them for $1 a piece. That was a quick way to turn an investment of $5 into 12. The Dino Girl snickered. Are we sure you're not the one with some Rhino Rex in you? We both laugh. Maybe I do. And he was always the entrepreneurial type. He also turned me onto some cool anime I hadn't seen. Cool shit from before we were born. He said anime was better. Then, he and I did everything together. I guess he was some sort of big brother I never had. So what happened to him? What else? Graduated, down to college. He wants his own. He wants to own his own business someday. We still keep in touch on Snootbook, messaging each other back and forth, but it's just not the same anymore. Junior year really sucked without him. I guess online friendships aren't the same. No, Snootbook is like friendship life support. I swear, it's like like a fascist smile of friendship at least, and a mindless diversion at worst. You post something, get frustrated when no one replies, and then when you ask why, you get told you need to spend more time on it. In other words, turn social media into a second job. Exactly. And who wants to fucking do that? I said I built a better report with random people on random boards on Snootbook. Same. You know, there was a time, or so I've told, when people could maintain lifelong friendship with no more than an address book sitting by the rotary dial phone on the phone table next to the couch. Maybe some nights you bring up your buddies to go to the bar or go bowling or something. My dad told me once that how it used to be before the internet. These days though, everyone's glued to the internet. And I know that's rich coming from me, the shitposter extraordinaire, but when I think about how life must have been back then, it makes me envious. I take a long drag and then exhale in frustration. You have a way with words. What do you mean? I mean, you just described it just now. I could really see the phone on the table. I'm just thinking out loud though. And you still manage to sound more coherent than most people. It's just that when you talked about that just now, it reminded me of my grandma. She still keeps an address book by her phone. It's not a rotary dial, but it's the landline. She's an old fashioned like that. Probably for the best. Fucking smartphones are all low key just spying on us anyway. Yeah, another reason to envy the boomers. I envy her. She had a family that she could cook for and take care of. Is that why you take home economics? She stands up in surprise as though a revelation just hit her. I take it so I can learn to take care of myself one day, but because the pains can't take care of me forever. And it's clear now they don't want me to, and I wouldn't want them to either. Who wants to be a leech? I wouldn't. I wouldn't take what Damien said too seriously. Parents always say shit like that, then they'll kick you out when you turn 18. Randy and Sophia never did though. I had it to hear it from Damien. Shit, that guy was that guy really was a blabbermouth. A bro, maybe a bit dumb, but a dumb blabbermouth. It'll be fine. This will be different next week. I hope so. I take a long drag. Do you want to see a family? Do you want a family someday? My dad me wants me to. He hopes I can make a family work someday, like he couldn't. I'm curious about her mother, but I'm afraid to ask. It sounded like her parents were divorced or something. And hearing you describe it just now kind of makes me realize I would really like that. I was just talking about socializing though. Yeah, but I could see in my head the house in the suburbs with the traditional family unit. Maybe that could make a good subject for painting. She sighs wistfully. Maybe someday. I nod and finish off the rest of the cigarette, flicking the butt away. What about you? Do you do you want a family someday? I shake my head and look down. Right now, I'm too focused on myself to even consider something like that. That scene I described earlier back then, a guy could have had a mundane as fuck job like a VCR repairman, and still be able to afford a split level in the suburbs with a wife and kids and two cars. Now, now you can't even touch the kind of reality without making close to six figures. It's gonna harder than ever for our generation. At the beginning of the year, I could not wait to graduate and get out of the zoo of a school. And yet here I am, only 1 month in, and now I find myself afraid of adulthood. I'm not sure why. So then go to college, get a degree. It's still possible to have that kind of life, I think. Sure, it's possible, but harder. And what if I end up drowning in student loan debt while working at Roarbucks? What are you, what are you, what are you planning to major in? What are you planning to major in? Gender studies? Oh yeah, cause okay, if you think about it, right? Anon would not have gone to college if it weren't for Fang. So this is kind of like a big path that's been like destroyed, like a timeline. Yeah, no, I was thinking of something in STEM, maybe chemistry. I seem to have a knack for it. Then just do that and you'll be fine. Still, what if it doesn't work out? What if for whatever reason I can't find a job, then end up with a boatload of debt while driving a forklift, which I could have done in the first place? Not that I'm afraid it's the army for me. No, I'm afraid it's the army for me. At least at least after I've done my time, I can go to college at the GL Bill. Maybe then I can think about having a family. I didn't think you were stressing that much about your future. I cut my head into my hand. Look, Olivia, I know you said you trade your condition for my problems. It doesn't make my problems seem any less overwhelming. I get it. It's hard for everyone. The rain continues to fall beyond the shelter of the walkway. We sit and listen to the sound of traffic hissing by the wave of the beach. Catching my package of smoke, I pull out another cigarette. What the hell? Me as well. Can I try one? Mouth breaks into a grin. You sure? Yeah, what the hell? I move to hand her a smoke. My hand stops midway and I instead bring the cigarette to my mouth and light it up. Then I take it from my mouth and offer it to her with a trembling hand. It's easier this way. Deli- Delicate green scaled fingers grabs the cigarette. They're also trembling. Olivia takes a short experimental puff, then coughs. I can't help but laugh. Fuck, it's so funny. I just realized your phone's already raspy enough without you smoking. That's probably true. Her, she deepens her voice. You think I'll sound like this if I smoke 2 packs a day? I burst out laughing at her impression. You just reminded of this creepy old lady I knew who smoked a lot. Her house stank like cigarettes and cat litter. She used to bake cookies that tasted like cigarettes. Gross. Can't say I've ever had a cigarette flavored cookie. That'll probably be me someday. No, it won't. Just don't turn that into a habit. She slowly gets the hang of smoking by taking a short controlled puff. I light up another with my cheap lighter took we took up together, watching the smoke curl around us. Do you have any other friends other than just Eddie? Oh, I had people though. I thought were my friends, but they turned on me that day. Huh, figures. I was really used to some asshole talking about me behind my back, but the world as I knew came to an end. Even if I wasn't entirely happy before, I was at least getting by to the point where I could take it one day at a time with bad days balanced out by good days. But then it was like every bad day all at once with no hope for any good days. It was like being shoved around outside during a blizzard, but they won't let you back in. And the cold feeling like icy fingers gripping your brain, making you self-conscious, was all over, making it hard to breathe. And you want is to run and hide, disappear, and pretend like it never happened. That's why I've never been reluctant to make friends with anybody in St. Hammond. I haven't made any friends the entire time I've been at St. Hammond's. Man, I thought I was introvert. I clear my throat, afraid that I'm asking a stupid question. Why not? Same reason as you. You're not real friends. Oh, I've always had people try to befriend me, but just because they wanted to be friends with that girl in the wheelchair. Once I was in elementary school, other kids were either over friendly or put off by me. There's no in between. I used to like the overly friendly types because that was better than not having any friends at all. But as I got older, I realized how insincere they were, or even patronizing. If they weren't letting me win again whatever games we were playing out of pity, then they were just using me for bragging rights. Once, some kid even made a big show of standing up for me against a bully, but I could tell he was doing it to feel morally superior. It wasn't even like he pitied me or he was just being overly protective. He just saw me as a good way to look good in front of everybody. A lot of people were like that, and the more I noticed what they were doing, the more I started cutting everybody off one by one. Just some got a real nasty about it, acting like I was high and mighty and too good for them. May may I mean there was that part where maybe that part was at least somewhat true, but who fucking cares? Their overreactions only prove my point. What about Liz? What about her? Are you guys sort of friends? Sort of friends is all we've ever been. Damien's the only thing keeping us more than just acquaintances, but really, I can't stand Liz with how much of a prissy little overachiever she is. At least she's not like Naomi. And when she and when she's always to and she's always got to be so ladylike with how she never ever wears she never ever swears. It's always so polite. It's like she's trapped out of the time capsule from another decade. I noticed that She'll probably make Damien dress nicer so he looks more presentable for when they go to the malt shop for their dates. She chuckled at my joke. Probably. Would you believe me if I told you I used to be friends with Ben? I would. That actually will explain a lot. I always sense some sort of betrayal there. She brings up she brings a cigarette up for a deep inhaled cough. When she speaks I can't tell if the cracks in her voice is from coughing or from emotion. Betrayal doesn't even come close to describing what he did to me. This is it. This is what she's been struggling to talk about. This was ground zero for all of her problems at St. Hammond's, the initial ripple that had become the wave currently sweeping me up. What did he do? She gazes at me, eyes full of torment and despair. Then she hangs her head aside, escaping her chest. Ben and me have known each other since before St. Hammond's. We were in middle school together, and I remember he wasn't like the other kids. Everybody else was all hyper emotional and all, either acting tough or whining about their feelings, but Ben was different. He had this calm, sort of detached personality. Other kids thought he was creepy. I thought he was cool, just because he seemed way more mature for his age. I liked him. Not but I just thought he was cool and he didn't treat me like I was special or whatever. He just, he was just normal around me. We ended up hanging out, doing stuff together. So then we started going to St. Hammond's. Back then, he was like a secretary in the student council. I need to drink some water. Oh god, I can hear Olivia's voice dying. Oh god, sorry, I need to take another sip. Shit, I've been streaming for so long. He was always an ambitious overachiever like Liz, but still laid back enough that I liked him. Her face softened as though recalling something unpleasant. Uh, recalling something pleasant. And I was in athletics class learning everything I know from him. I remember having a bit of a crush on him back then. He was just so cool and suave. He was the coolest, most interesting person I've ever met, and I was proud to be a student. What the fuck? What the fuck is it? Is that common for students to have crush on teachers? I never did. That's why I worked so hard on Dreamscape for the art contest. She says the name mockingly, and it shows. It's really really good. I was pretty blown away when I saw it on my second day. I can see why it won the art contest. She grumbled angrily. Who fucking cares? It's still hard to imagine what could have put her off her painting that much. So, what happened to make you hate it? I'm getting to that. She takes an angry puff of a cigarette and has a coughing fit. Fuck. Fuck you for letting me try this. I rub her back until the coughing subsides. Thanks. Sorry. It's all good. Let's go back inside. Finishing my cigarette, I stared out on stiff joints, the feeling returning to my ass. I snuffed both cigarettes under my heel. Back inside, I grabbed two more cans of cream soda and sit on the floor again. I sit across from her, her the cold cylinder. She takes it gracefully, opening it with a resounding hiss, then drinks it thirstily. Thank you. I don't think I'm gonna smoke again. For the best then. She gazes down into her can with a sigh. So anyways, I painted Dreamscape and it won the art contest. Even it was even on the front cover of Vocadria Monthly. I had a, I had these accolades and even a cash prize handed to me, but they were meaningless. Why? Before the results were announced, everyone had been coming up to me to tell me how good they thought it was, and it was the first time in a while that it felt like receiving good, real praise. I had this feeling of elation, like I could stand side by side with people like Liz and Ben for once, like my future was set, and that I knew what I was going to do with my life and everything was going to be okay. It felt like I'm being somebody. Then Damien showed me the school newspaper. Kinda wish he didn't, but I'm also glad he did. She doesn't sound glad, she sounds bitter and resentful. There was a section about the art contest written by Ben. Fucking Ben! Part of it was boilerplate stuff about the contest, but at least half of it was dedicated to me. Oh, I think I know where this is going. Do you? Do you want to take a guess what he said? I answered hesitantly, as though a gun was held to me. Why I opened my dumb mouth. I'm guessing it was some patronizing crap about what a great job the special needs student did on painting. Exactly! That's exactly what he fucking wrote. Ben, who I thought was my friend, who I thought actually respected me, who I thought saw past my fucking condition. She sputters in her fury, her next words coming out a jumbled mess as she gesticulates erratically with her free hand. Her shoulder slumps and her gaze falls back down into a can. But why did he do that? I've thought about that for years. She raises her can and down the rest of her beverage, setting it aside. She looks down with her hands, open as though silently pleading. It's like he changed suddenly. He even started doing the same exact shit as those other kids where they would brag about being my friend for social clout. I don't know if he was playing a long game and waiting for a moment to do just that or what. I just don't know. One moment he's my friend, treating me like an equal. The next he's just another asshole treating me like some sort of prop. He advertised himself as my friend. Then his friends started doing the same. The weird little creep from middle school, a fellow outcast like me, was suddenly one of the popular ones. And I was just some stepping stone for him, like that's all I was. You know how I know that? How? Because he admitted it. He fucking admitted to using me that way. I don't know whether to respect him for his honesty there or be horrified by it. But worse than that was just how he reacted to me when I confronted him about it. I was furious, but he just looked at me like I was crazy. He said this was for both our mutual benefit. I screamed at him that I never asked for this. I never wanted to off succeed off of pity or from taking advantage of my condition. And then he said to me, "This is your only chance of succeeding." I'm stunned into silence. What did Ben do? What Ben did to her was worse than betrayal because he hadn't actually betrayed anything. He just saw her as something to be exploited and used up, and then told it was for her own good. No wonder she hated him. And knowing what he would later do to her at the winter formal makes him seem all more monstrous. And I need to go to the fucking bathroom again. Sorry guys, sorry chat. I've been chucking like I've been chugging like 3 liters of water the whole stream, and it's making my bladder weaker and weaker. Okay, um, let's get back to it. Okay. No wonder she hated him. And knowing what he would do later to her at the Winter Formal Speech. Okay, we read. It's like, I, I want to tell her something reassuring. You don't know for certain that you won only because of his article about you. I did though, in a landslide. How many people actually read the freaking newsletter though? Hell, I don't. She sighs in frustration. Listen, I appreciate the sentiment, but the fact is that even a few people genuinely liked it. A few were swayed only because of Ben's stupid article. And what if they weren't? Just drop it already. Damien tried to argue this with me once before. Besides, there was another student who entered the art contest and his work was on par with mine. And he told himself I only won because I got my friend to pull the strings for me. Well, fuck him then. Maybe he just sucked. You're missing the point. Even if I could have won without Ben's fucking article, the fact it was written all over, it was written at all, and swayed even a few people invalidates my victory. I didn't deserve to win. I could see I wasn't going to be able to argue with her on this. Well, it wasn't just that Ben had robbed her of her trust and dignity. It was that she felt guilty of winning. I'm sorry for snapping at you. I know what you're trying to say. I really do appreciate it. But even if Ben hadn't written that article, there's also the very real chance people would have voted for Dreamscape anyway out of pity. You don't, you don't know that. You're right. I don't. I don't even know anything for sure. That's what I hate the most. It's like being limbo. I'm not allowed to succeed or fail on my own. I'm not allowed to have any will or say in the matter. All I can do is accept people's pity and accommodations. I slumped my shoulder in defeat. I wanted to think. I wanted so much to be able to help her or cheer her up in some way. I couldn't think of anything to do or say. I'm sorry. I know, and I appreciate it. It's nice to at least talk about it with someone who gets it. Do you feel do you feel better getting it off your chest at least? I guess. At least now you know how I became such a lonely, miserable nihilist. I scoffed at the declar- declaration. You're not a nihilist. Are you sure? Are you really gonna tell me what I am and am not? I don't know if I can tell you what you are, but I can tell you that you are not. And definitely you're not and you're definitely not a nihilist. And how do you know? Well, for starters, you need a trench coat, a tribly, and a katana to be a proper nihilist. She chuckles. Anything to make her smile. Anything to help her. Okay, fair point. So I'm not a nihilist, then what am I? You're a misanthrope. She rolls her eyes. Okay, though you don't always need to show off your high verbal IQ. I have to feel smarter than you some way because if you're going to be artistic skill alone, then I'm a drooling dumbass compared to you. She chuckles again. Artistic skill aside, you're definitely smarter than me. Feels weird accepting a compliment from you. I feel like you should at least be teasing me or making fun of me. Who said it was a compliment? Point Dexter. That's more like it. I still feel like a nihilist. Nihilists don't paint the beautiful things you create, or make funny comics about their pet rat, or feel crushing guilt for using their friend. What is it? Oh shit, that mumble again. No, you're not mumbling, it's just that look on your face. Oh, listen, I'm tired and I don't want to talk about this anymore. That's cool. You want to play more video games or watch TV? You can play video games if you want, I'll just watch. Olivia crawls into her beanbag and lies on her back. She watches me play some hack and slash RPG on my Xbox while I sit on the floor next to her. Neither of us are saying anything. I glance at her occasionally, but she's only staring blankly at the TV. She's zoned out, and after getting all of that off her chest and being emotionally spent, I don't blame her. The volume is turned down just low enough to be barely audible. Rain continues to drum gently on the window while my thumb mash buttons and I lose myself to the mindless grind of gaining XPs. I look over at Guts's cage. He's asleep curled up, whiskers twitching from whatever it is that rats dream. And is and Olivia too is now sleeping in her beanbag. The dino girl's eyes are closed and she's snoring gently. Standing slowly, I turn off my X rocks, not even caring that I haven't saved my progress. I brush my teeth, use the toilet, and turn off the lights. I cover Olivia with a blanket and stare down at her in the dark, worrying over the troubled look on her face, visible in the scant light out from the window. My own bed feels like welcoming after a night sleeping on the floor. Yet still my mind races with images of the story she told me. After all that Ben had done, he had somehow gotten it into his head to ask her to the winter formal, only to do that to her. But more unbelievable was that she had agreed to go with him. For once, I'm the one to hear myself mumble my own thoughts out loud. It should have been Inko she went with. All I knew of this guy was he was a rich kid who wore designer shades and a designer jacket, had a desire to be popular, and seemed to have no other interests outside of photography and ostensibly painting. I could tell Olivia wanted to talk about him, and last year's art contest, it it had to have been eating at her, but I wasn't gonna force her to talk about it, not any more than I would have wanted because I would have wanted someone to force me to talk about rock bottom. All I could do was wait. She would tell me in time. For her sakes, I hope. Testing. Oh my god. Holy shit, she finished it. Well, not gonna lie, it was very long, but it was really good. It's really good mod. Me like, me like. Okay, I think I want to play one more mod before I end my stream, but I want to make a short one. But I wanted to have Inko in it because I kind of miss him, and I want something more cheery. Steamed ham, super Africa, a drama of verm, uh, a drama of verms, an adaptation of I Wani Kiss That Snoot bonus chapter. Oh, don't know what that is. Spinning her wheels, the fruit performance ended. Uh, Treehouse Troubles already done that. Scottish These 3A I already done this. I'm not doing anything sad. I already did this. Waiting for the bus already did that. Phoenix Wright Turn Gator did that. I already did this. Uh, yeah, maybe the long awaited kiss. January 20th. Year 201, 2024 BC. From my perspective, I can say that the last few weeks have been like a dream. It's been a few weeks since Ben's visit. At first, Olivia seemed quite discouraged. She has officially dropped out of her studies, but it seems like she has new ideas and doesn't want to give up. Oh, by the way, this is following after ending 3, not ending 4. This is exploring ideas of streaming from home, combined art lessons with live drawing sessions. Demon had been helping me lift her spirits when I told him what happened with Ben. He seemed furious. We're only at the very beginning of winter. Snow hasn't stopped falling since then, covering everything in a postcard perfect blank of white. Tonight, the blizzard is partially intense, pounding against the window of the Payne's house. It's late, it's been a long day. We spent hours playing video games with Damien and Vinny, losing track of time, laughing and shouting in victory. But at least they're having a happy family time. They even tried to convince me to go play ice hockey, but knowing them, I refuse. The, Damien probably hit the the puck, was it? I think it's called a puck. It will probably take my whole leg off. Olivia suggested we stay in her room and relax and watch something together. I've been staying almost daily at the Payne's house. They don't mind at all. Sophia had even taught me a few recipes. Renee even offered to teach me how to make his hot chocolate. And I need to drink some water because I don't know how long this mod is. And I barely have any water left, so let's just finish this. Oh, okay. More and more, I feel like this place is becoming my home rather than my other house, with my bed there likely covered in dust by now. As always, my parents are busy with work, and they barely ask where I've been staying lately. Neither the Pace nor Olivia want me spending the entire day alone at home. The Pains are the best. That's my boy. Oh, he's also wearing socks. Can't believe you actually wore those awful socks to class. How do I even describe them? Ugly doesn't even begin to cover it. I looked down at my alligator socks. Christmas present from Vinny and Damien. I smiled with some pride, even though I know they're not exactly stylish. Hey, they're not ugly. They're themed. Besides, it's a gift. They said they were more reptilian chic. I think that's how to say it. She giggles, and I can't help but look at her sideways. Reptilian chic. Sounds like something those two come up with. Although, well, I have to admit, they do have their grace, but I still say they are not for you. Are you jealous of my school socks? Also, hold on. Something just came into my head. I forgot to mention this to chat. Okay, first, I'm starting school on Monday, so I won't be able to stream for like the next few days. Like I will still stream, but it'll be like not that much as before. Yeah. Hold on. I'm searching for something. Uh, okay. There's this one called I Want Kiss That Snoot. Okay, I Want to Kiss That Snoot. If I'm not wrong, is Inkle in Anon's place. So I definitely want to try that out next stream because it's quite late already. And I've been streaming for like almost up close to like 4 hours, and I don't want my computer to like fucking burn out. Are you jealous of my awesome socks? I get up and sit down beside her and lift my foot to show them off. A smile appears on her face brighter, then she rests more against my leg. Does this mean I'm now reptilian chick times two? Depends. Not anymore. We stand in silence, watching the anime. I manage to switch back to the wall again. I look at the box where Guts is. The little rat curled up under a pile of blankets, sleeping peacefully. Can I get you something to eat? I'm sure there's some leftover slices of pizza in the kitchen. I leaned over to get up, but Olivia gently grabs my arm, pulling me back, and I stay sitting next to her. Don't even think about it. What if the blizzard breaks the window and the cold air freezes me? I need my personal furnace by my side. If that happens, oh, oh no, don't give me that face. Don't give me that face. I can't help but laugh. Her drama always makes me smile. And my battery is almost running. out. I'm gonna fuck this in. You're right. It will be unforgivable. She smiles in acceptance, sits up in bed, and curls up behind me, her soft purring vibrating against my arm. Before I can say anything, Olivia leans over and kisses me on the cheek. I freeze, feeling the heat rise in my face. God, can I just say how good it is to see Inko again? As much as I'm I relate too much to Anon. Inko is just like he's just so like kind of like me. He's so me, chat. As we pull apart, open my eyes and see her blushing, fiddling with the edge of the blanket. I can't help smiling. That was sweet. She covers her face with her hands, visibly embarrassed but also giggling. Shut up! Don't say things like that, or I'll bite you. The blush on her face and her trembling lips not do nothing to help the ferocity she is trying to show. Besides, the tip of her tail is giving her away. I lean in slowly, my breath mingling with hers. Not quite kissing her yet, just enough to feel the warmth of her lips. And she does the same. Wow, you're going to make me blush like that. Before she can respond, I press my lips gently to hers, the warmth of her soft touch meeting mine in a brief but thrilling moment. I pull back slightly, both of us smiling shyly. I chuckle, still feeling the warmth on my face. It reminds me of our indirect kiss, nearly over a month ago, when we were sharing a pizza. My girlfriend's lips taste like anchovies. Anchovy pizza. Hell yeah! She laughs and we both relax into the moment, letting the laughter linger between us. Okay, you can do it. It's not that hard to make a proper one. We just kiss, but this... like the movies. I know what I want. We've been dating for a few months now. We've shared small moments, a hug here, a kiss on the cheek there, but nothing like this. This time, I don't wait. I lean in closer, waiting for the distance between us. Before she can say anything, I kiss her. Also, it's weird to see him with eyes. Her breath hitches in surprise, but she doesn't pull away. Slowly, I feel her relax. Her soft lips against mine as she begins to kiss me back. The kiss lingers long enough to feel everything we've been holding back, but short enough to leave us wanting more. When we pull apart, our faces are still close, our eyes meeting in the quiet that follows. And for a few seconds, neither of us moves. Without another word, I lean in again, this time the kiss lingering a little longer. I feel my lips meet hers, the scaly one, and a small trembling smile on her lips. I feel her gently sliding across my hand as the kiss lingers. Her touch is warm, almost electrifying, as if time itself slowed down with every second that passed. Her cheeks grow even redder, and I can sense her heart is beating rapidly. Oh, wow! She returns to the kiss and continues with the soft caresses on my cheek, and, and our hope becomes closer. I notice how her tail tenses slightly, but as the kiss continues, she seems to calm down little by little. Eventually, her tail wraps around my arm as our kiss continues. We pull apart and take a breath, still holding each other with soft caresses. Neither of us wants to let go of the other. I thought our first kiss would be under the moonlight or something like that. Sorry. No. This is way better. My boyfriend and I, alone, it's a little moment I've always dreamed of sharing with you. I've heard the wind hitting the window while the anime we were watching is still playing, alone in the dimly lit room. Really, it's quite romantic. It's quite a romantic moment. looking at the way it is. Shit, sorry for ruining it. She leans back slightly and starts playing with her fingers, drawing small circles on her leg. Hey, it's fine, Liv. My girlfriend and I alone on a romantic night with pizza, anime, and complains about my fabulous socks. I throw the sock at my girlfriend and she tries to dodge it, but it lands right on her nose, making her burst into laughter. We return the hugs again to kiss us, lying down on the bed and to continue with the affection. I wanted to ask her out again before winter ends. That night during the fire dance still lingers vividly in my mind. Yeah, so this does take place after ending 3. I want it to be special, to have a special day just for us. With our mood, I'm not sure if it's a good idea, but I shouldn't be overthinking this right now. We can wait. We can try it during the upcoming holidays. Maybe take her to a park. Yeah, that sounds good. Hey, stop looking at me like that. Sorry, I was just thinking about my stuff. Olivia smiles again and we return to kiss us. After our kisses, we try to go back to watching anime, but can't help exchanging furtive glances and blushing smiles. We're watching the anime. She hasn't stopped mentioning over and over, and apparently is one that she bases her drawings and Guts' name on. It's Berserk. They put a fucking Berserk reference. I can't sing the song. I can't sing the song. I don't think I can play it. Lots of blood, dark moments. Not entirely my thing, but the fights look awesome. I enjoy it, even if it's with her. A quick glance shows me it's already pretty late, and if she knew my intentions. Liv, you're going to break my ribcage. Oof! As always, she snuggles up against my back, leaving me breathless. A small pulse skips her lips, vibrating gently against me. It's getting late, you know. I need to go to classes tomorrow. Release me. She shifts slightly, her breath warm against my neck, and her purring intensifies for a moment. No. You know, we should get some sleep. I doubt Rennie and Sophia will like it if I slept in your room. She rolls her eyes dramatically, nuzzling closer into my back as if trying to ignore my words. Sorry, my model's like a bit fucky. You wouldn't mind. Besides, it's freezing tonight. I don't want to sleep in the cold. I chuckle softly, feeling her body warm against mine. But you always say that. You'll catch a cold if you keep staying up like this. Not if I'm my personal heat blanket. Huh. Alright. But you have to convince them, not me. She pauses for a moment, her purring turning into a content hum as she presses herself closer. They'll understand. Besides... Oh wait, no, I didn't catch that. Oh. Besides, how are you close tonight? We spent the rest of the night cuddling and finishing our little marathon until I was the one who fell asleep. And even then, I was thinking the whole time how and when should I ask her out next time. Smooch? Mm. Okay, I know I said I want to end stream, but like I want to see. I just want to see it go. You know, when he's being like surrounded. I just want to see that scene. And it's not responding. Ah, finally. God, I miss this game. I miss playing this game so much. Okay, hold on. Skip. Take a selfie. Okay. Yep, there he is. There he is. The main man, Inko. You know, I am glad I played this over Class of '09. Yeah, I'm kind of glad. Yep. Oh, I always loved this soundtrack. And that little smug smile. Okay, but okay, this is where I really end stream for today because I've been streaming for like quite some time. But yeah. Uh, um, let's go rate somebody. But before we rate somebody, I need the bathroom really quick. Sorry, guys. Okay, sorry, I had to go to the bathroom real quick. All right, let's just open up my Twitch and let's go to my channel and we'll press raid. Also, check out my YouTube channel. I already posted all that's from like this and here. But like, I'll enjoy like past VODs and shit. Um, but yeah, so next time I stream, right? I hopefully I can play like better. What I'm trying to say is I hope I can play like like my other games. I mean on my streaming laptop. Just raid. Yeah, no, full. Jesus. How can someone do like that? It's genius. Raid and created. Y'all can raid. I may I may stream next week. So I have a look at that. But alright. Anyone wants to join raid? We're raid 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.